Alright guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube channel. I'm your host JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member of the channel, massive respect to you lot. And how to become a member, please do click the join button and YouTube will help you along the way. So as you saw by the title, we're going to discuss how difficult it is to qualify from the Concacaf region for the 2026 World Cup. That is the main title. Obviously, we have a few other things that we're going to talk on. Mikel Antonio injury setback and when he should actually return, some games that will be playing tonight that people can look out for, the Reggae Boyz first bit into the U20 quest, and obviously we have to put Jurgen Klopp's statement in it as well because it's a worldwide thing. So that's what I do have on my record today. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to clip out the faster news for you guys so we can get to the meat of the matter, because yesterday we had a wonderful draw, as in the overall draw. I thought that they handled it properly. I saw a few Jamaicans representing and stuff, so I really liked it and the way they handled it and stuff. Yes, but when I've looked at it and look at the overall terms, I've realized that it's not as easy as what most people would have thought. Alright, last season they did the X, where in which we had pretty much 8 teams after the preliminary rounds, and then you have to play those 8 teams 2 times, all right, or the 7 extra team and by yourself to make the 8. So that means you have 14 matches. And I thought that when I've looked at it, the spacing and everything, I'm saying which one of them actually easier, you know? Yes, but nevertheless we will wait until later, then we will discuss that one. All right, yes. So let me make sure to give everyone their respect. We have RR in the building. We have Lansley. Massive respect, Lansley. Chevron Peart. Hope all is well with you. Mirak. Big up yourself. Josie Brown. Dark Beskar. And we have Martin Baker in the building. Big up yourself. So let me start. Right here. Let me start right here with what we have right here. Mikel Antonio, because we were wondering why he never came back on the scheduled time. All right, yes, but when I've dug up some articles, they are saying that he had a little problem in a training session. All right, and that was about the 5th of January. So that's why his return date pushed back, because he said Mikel Antonio suffers injury setback after slipped at training ground, with the West Ham forward now expected to miss the rest of January. All right, so that sometime in February Mikel Antonio will be returning. All right, so that makes that that makes it closer to the timing when we are going to have our first set of games, because remember we do have games in March. So how fit he's going to be if he's going to return in February, and what time in February he would have been returning. All right, but I love the fact that they're keeping us up to date with the progression of the player. All right, but that proved to me that we might be laughing and very happy, but if we look at it, we have the Nations League semi-finals. So if Mikel Antonio is not ready, we don't have Shamar Nicholson, we don't have Damari Gray. I think that got Jamaica significantly weaker. All right, let me just go over this to make sure I can put it on the screen so you guys can follow what I'm reading from. Yes. So that's it. So that's for Mikel Antonio. His setback on so look for him in February, which should be next week, anytime after next week. All right, so let we see if it's the middle of February, because once it becomes the middle of February, we have to start asking some questions. Like I think that will become problematic if it goes that distance. All right, because that means you would have had a month, just about a month or 3 weeks to get yourself in full shape, and obviously age is not on his side, so I don't believe believe that the player would be in the best condition. All right, yes. So that seems to be a little bit more problematic than we first thought. Maybe it's because of the accident in training, hence why it becomes worse, because to their knowledge, he would have came back on their cue, but that's the situation at hand. All right, so that is it for Mikel Antonio. The Reggae Boyz team played Trinidad and Tobago. The result went to Trinidad 3-2, but obviously it's the first installment, so because it's the first installment, you're not going to get everybody sharp. All right, so you could see that they're trying to work on things, and you could see that they started late. All right, yes. So I as I've said, I never came here to judge them on a win or a loss, because that's not where I do judge the players them from. All right, I just want them to get properly prepared to the system, so when the real time comes, they can actually deliver. But the fact that they still came back to score 2 goals, let me see how the next game finishes. All right, and see how closer they're getting to the actual designed target. All right, yes. So that's what I'm all about. When people come on, if they want to talk on that, they can talk on that. But for me, I will try to explain a few things that I saw here and there. Okay, yes. So let me continue on this side now. So these are some of the dates for the Concacaf games. So the good thing is you realize that some of these games will be running in line with other competitions as well. So a lot of games to be played in the 2024 span there. The first round should be the 18th to the 26th of March. So you'll have the first and second leg sets of games there. Then the second round should be the 3rd to the 11th of June. That's a first window, and then the second window should be the 2nd to the 10th of June 2025. So we have two windows in 2024, but we have the other competitions in 2024. So several games come in once you touch March, straight throughout the rest of the year. All right, so look out for those. Mark those dates down for Jamaica, for Suriname, whatever you are supporting. All right, the 18th to the 26th of March 2024, and the 11th to the 3rd to 11th of June 2024. So those are the game times. All right, remember we only have 4 games in each groups. All right, we're going to go through the groups again. All right, bless up 80 football trending, massive respect. Bless up Jason Laguna, bless up Lansley, massive respect. All right, and Mr. Jason Ferran as well. Bless up. All right, so these are two sets of matches that will fill out the final groups. So you have March 2024, when we're going to be starting the actual games. They are going to be finalizing the group as well. All right. Yes, and I think it might come a little bit before. All right, Anguilla versus Turks and Caicos Island, and you have Anguilla versus Turks and Caicos Island second leg to clarify everything in the playoff group 1. And then for playoff group B, group 2 is US Virgin Island versus British Virgin Island, and they're going to do the same thing, vice versa. So that should be done and dusted before the actual tournament kicks off, which is in the same time frame. All right, yes. So this is the reading. All right, 28 CONCACAF teams in the FIFA rankings of November 2023 will enter in the second round, to be joined by two winners of the first round. Teams were drawn into 6 groups of 5 teams and will play single round robin matches, 2 home and 2 away games, which that is, challenging, because CONCACAF can screw it how they want it. All right, because I don't like that way. I think home and away is always good for me. I don't like when they pick the home and away, because they can say, okay, I'm going to give you all of the hard matches away. and then you have problems. The 6 group winners and the 6 runners-up will advance to the 3rd round. All right, so most people would say that we have no problem until the 3rd round. All right, so Group A: Honduras, Antigua and Barbuda, Cuba, Bermuda, and Cayman Islands. Then Group B: Costa Rica, Trinidad and Tobago, St. Kitts, Grenada, Bahamas. Group C: Haiti, Curacao, St. Lucia, Barbados, Aruba. Group D: Panama, Nicaragua, Guyana, Montserrat, Belize. And then Group E: Jamaica, Guatemala, Dominican Republic, Dominica, and the winners of playoff 2, which we talked on those before. And then we have the final group, which is Group F: El Salvador, Suriname, Puerto Rico, St. Vincent, and then winners of playoff 1. All right, so 2 teams go through, nothing else, just 2 teams. All right, just 2 teams, 1st and 2nd, that's it. El Salvador definitely looking like they will consider themselves as the favorites right here. Suriname would want to say that they should be in the mix and they can beat anyone if they get their acts together, like for instance a coach, which is always important. And also they have had their players but more reps under their belt. But Puerto Rico could say the same. Puerto Rico defeated Suriname on penalties the last time around. All right, so they will believe that they can hold it out and see if they can go to a second round to penalties or draw a game or something. They will believe or be motivated by that result to say that they could find themselves in a good position. And Puerto Rico barely lost games at home. All right, so they will be targeting their home games and see if they can grab some draws on the road to see if they can sneak in that 1st to 2nd spot. But that this group is a 3-horse race, I think. But merely El Salvador and Suriname just got the lead because of the quality of players and the experience that they do have. El Salvador has the experience, has quality. Suriname has the more quality than everybody else in the category, but they don't have the experience as in Concacaf, and Puerto Rico has the youth on their side and has the experience to a certain extent. All right, so challenging group. Any one of the 2 can come out of that group. Now for Jamaica, Guatemala, Dominican Republic, and Dominica with winners of playoff 2, which I've already said. I don't think winners of playoff 2 will have any big say in the actual hunt right here. I think that they are going to just be making up the numbers. People said that sound disrespectful, but for me, that's what I think. I think that they are not going to be so much of a factor in who qualifies. All right, I think that it's going to be between Guatemala and Jamaica. It's the most open group I saw from me still. All right, so for persons that said it's going to be easy for Jamaica, I think to qualify, as what I've said yesterday, to qualify, it would have considered to be easy for Jamaica to qualify. If they don't qualify out of this, that would be a shocker. I do think Dominican Republic is improving. They are spending a lot of money on their football, but I don't think they have reached that level of their development to say that they are going to flat out beat up Jamaica and Guatemala. Think it's going to come down to Guatemala. Guatemala can use the last time Jamaica and them played, not talking about the actual friendly, I'm talking about original professional games. The last time they have played, Guatemala looked better than Jamaica. So they could say they can use that with a few more added pieces, speed in the forward line. They could say that they are coming to take Jamaica apart due to the fact that they believe that their football is more superior, which I believe that their football is more superior as well as to what the last time we played them with. If we have adapted or refined our style, I could say different. I do believe that we have the better talent in terms of players. Yes. So it's going to be a challenging matchup to see who win in their strengths at the day. But I don't think we're clear of Guatemala. We're not clear of them. That's what I think. And I think it's going to come down to those that matchup. That's the key matchup to decide first and second place. I don't think the others will really stop them. Or maybe the only way the others come into play, to be honest, I mean, I'm not disrespecting any other teams, is goal difference. I think that Guatemala and Jamaica will beat all the other teams them, whether or not it's hard battles away. I still believe that these two teams have the better players and also the more time together. All right, yes, I just can't separate both of them as yet. I still give Jamaica the edge based on the quality of the players that we do have, because we won the game not being the better team on the day. So I know we have more game time, so I want to say that I give Jamaica the edge over Guatemala, but that's where I think the hiccup could come, if it should come. All right, yes, let me know your thoughts in the comment section as to the group of Jamaica right there. All right, yes, so let me see what people saying here. All right, Drew Ross, massive respect. CC said, JD, we should have no problem at all if we can't qualify, but that is not. CC, let me, all right, what I'm gonna do when I see a comment, if you see, even don't read the comment, it's not no disrespect, all right? It maybe does not sync in with my show that I'm trying to run, all right? Yes. So let me just continue with the conversation. Yes. Man of Portland, big up yourself. What is the group of death? We are going to get to the group of death first. Before we get anywhere, we saw that we have like 20 likes in 60 minutes and we have 68 here. So if you could do we that favor to hit the like button, that would be more of a reasonable thing. And if you want to conversate, please conversate as to what I am talking on and not the over-the-top egotistic maniac behavior. All right? Because I only can stick with facts, because we had played Guatemala before and we never dominated Guatemala. They were the ones that looked better on the ball, and if it was not down to them missing big chances, remember Damian Lowe laying down and just giving him the guy to just go and finish it, and he failed to finish it. You understand me? So, and they are the ones creating chances. So we have to be honest to ourselves. So if you're talking as to coming out of the group, I would agree with you, because that's exactly what I've said. But to win the group, I think Guatemala will be the one that we have to fight. And even in the draw, Baby Gardner himself shaked his head when they got Guatemala, because maybe that was one of the teams that he was saying that he wouldn't wanted Jamaica to face. All right, so everyone can have their own say as to how they evaluate things. All right, yes, so CC, you can have your own way, but I don't share that way, because I come from what I actually have, not just make up fantasy. All right. Yeah, man. Well, it's just the facts. I think the facts line up with what I'm saying, you know. Yeah, but you know it go. So let me just go through the other groups, so and then I can go to the third round, and then we can have the conversation. All right? Yes, because I've said qualified. Nobody qualifies through this group, guys. This second phase, nobody qualifies. You're just making it to the next round. So that's where we're going to have the conversation, because now I've gotten the information that I wanted. All right, so that's how you can have the conversation, my brothers and sisters. So Panama, Nicaragua, Guatemala, Montserrat, Belize. That is straight up Panama. People looking to take that one. Nicaragua will give some challenges. Guyana and Montserrat will see what they could do, but I think Panama should be the one to go through in that one. Haiti, Curacao, St. Kitts, St. Lucia, Barbados, Aruba. Think that is between Haiti and Curacao. That will go down to the wire, because Curacao is one of the better technical teams in the entire region, including the United States, Mexico, and Canada. All right, so they would consider one of the top 4 best technical team in the actual run around now. They are one of the best technical team here. All right, so they can cause problems. Scoring failed them the last time around. All of the teams that they played, they were slightly, if not above them, on chance creation, but they failed to create those chances. So I do believe that they should be in the hunt to get a striker. All right, but with Haiti is blessed with strikers. They played Jamaica, and every time Jamaica played them, serious problems. If they had be more coordinated in midfield, maybe both of the games we could we could have lost both of the games them, but both of the games them was up in the air. Both of them, to be honest, we were slightly better in the second game for me. All right, some people said we were better in the first game, but that was the strategy that AD played to counter-attack us. All right, and we drew that game and we won the next one. For me, the second game, I do believe that we were slightly better than the first game. All right, so AD, Curacao, battle for first place right there. So that's our next group that I think is going to come down to between the game between both of those guys. St. Kitts, Trinidad and St. Kitts, Trinidad and Tobago, Costa Rica, Grenada, Bahamas. I think this group, Grenada might try fight in this group to create something. Trinidad and Tobago they're improving rapid after getting the ban and stuff. They are recovering well. They're putting their pieces together, and we see that they're becoming a force like before. Yes, so how much of a force they are with a Costa Rica team being they have dropped off to a level because they are trying to put in more younger players in the team. So you believe that Costa Rica will not be good enough and Trinidad will take it? Let me know. I think it's going to come down to the three, Grenada, Trinidad and Tobago, and Costa Rica. Those are the three teams. I am saying that the games between those will decide how it goes. All right? Yes, but I did not pick one. So let me know who you think. Costa Rica still have the edge for me, but Trinidad and Tobago and Grenada can cause problems. We saw that for ourselves. Honduras, Antigua, Cuba, Bermuda, Cayman. I think Cuba and Honduras definitely looking like they should be the first. Both times they played Cuba, they were the better teams, the better team, and should have stamped them out. And when they met them the second time, they stamped them out. All right, but Cuba is not a poor team. They are still a good team. They defeated Suriname, and they were the better team in the Suriname game. Yes. And most of the games in the World Cup, in the Gold Cup, they challenged everyone. Even though it was a weaker Canada team, they still fought them to the death. So maybe they are not on the second tier of good teams, but I would consider them as a top third tier team that if you don't turn up on your best day, they can cause you problems. And they are one of the technical teams of the region as well. All right, so that's it right there, guys. So for the third round, they said in the third round, the 12 teams advancing from the second round will be drawn into 3 of 4 teams. 3 groups of 4 teams. They will play double round robin home and away matches with the 3 group winners qualifying for the World Cup. The 2 best ranked runners-up will advance to the interconfederational playoffs. All right, so it's not even a surety if you come second in the group. When you go to the next round, you are going to qualify. But look at that now. We have just talked about all the solid teams. Them let me break it down now, because that's what we are talking about now. So now we have all the top teams that we think will come through. AD, Jamaica, all right, Suriname, we have Honduras, Panama, Curacao, we have to put them in it. Curacao, and you go straight out to the 12 top teams that we do have. Out of those top teams, we are going to split it in 3 groups. So what you get there, right there, guys. So we have 6 group winners coming through. So because we have 6 group winners, 2 group winners will end up in each one of the groups. All right, so that in itself automatically make your chances slim. All right, it is not as easy as a walkover. All right, because for instance, Jamaica comes first in our group. We have to make sure, because they are coming out from the same pot. All right, so we have to look at it. So we can get Jamaica and AD back in the same groups. So Jamaica and AD, if both of them come first in the same group, and then we put 2 more in it, and then it's going to be a home and away conversation. How tough? Oh, you think that is easier than the X? Let me know, because for me, I don't believe that it is easier than the X. I think it becomes more of a challenge, because look, if you say that the two teams are the standout, and you, yeah, and 80 go together. We fight it out with 80. We split points with them, and the goal difference go into 80's favor. Or we just split points, and then we even have the better goal difference. When 80 meets the next two matches, they win. Maybe they're both two matches. It will come down to goal difference, and then at the end of the day, we have to look at if we are one of the better second place teams to even go into the Confed. So for me, it is not as easy as the actual X. That's what I say still. That's what I say. I think it's a little bit more tricky than the X. Because it might come down to one set of games that you play. Before you had the tougher United States and those teams. That is true. Yeah, the tougher United States and those teams in the group. That's what we're gonna say. All right, but at the same time, we still had several other games that we believe that we can beat those teams. And generally, United States travel bad to Panama, bad to Costa Rica, and bad to those places. So they do drop points in those places, and they are playing other teams as well that can defeat them. You understand me? So if we could have just beaten the teams them that we should be beating, that we are above, we had a true shot to go qualify just the same. Here we only have maybe possible one shot, and we have to just beat the next team that is as good as we, that will be ending up in our group. That's what I would say right there. All right, so let me know your thoughts. I will drop the link so people can come in to the Discord and give their take on the conversation. But that's what I think. That's what I think. Maybe I am wrong, but that's what I think. I don't think it's as easy as what people try to make it out to be. All right. Yes. 1 second, guys. Let me open this. And for people that likes the African contents, I will be streaming later. All right, I will be streaming later the pre-matches. All right, so make sure to support. Make sure to support the stream later. All right, but that's going to be in the night around 9-10 o'clock. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Smash the like button, share, and subscribe. Give me your take now, because I'm listening to what people sends in the chat. All right, so give me a take on what you think. How difficult you think it is, or how easy it is for you. All right, yes. let me pin this. All right, so it is pinned now, and it's at the top. Good day to you, Mr. Dr. GG. Massive respect. Chris Smith, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Mr. United says Blake won the Man of the Match award against Guatemala. That should be an indication how the game went. But remember, we watched the game. We all watched the game, and we came here and told the truth. So that's why we said that. But I'm saying overall, after that, which one I think is easier, the X or this version? Because I still believe that they made it challenging, because we never had the United States and the Mexico. You understand me? Yes, I still believe it's a little bit more challenging. Just from my side still. But I've explained myself for 30 minutes. So, yeah. If JA don't go to the World Cup this year, we must stop play football. Damien, I think that's the narrative I tried to cut out right there, because anybody jump to that take, I think it's just based off arrogance. You get me? And I have not seen what Jamaica did in football to be arrogant. You understand me? Yes. Because that sounds away, because for instance, Panama is higher rated than Jamaica. Costa Rica, we don't have a good record against. They are in there, you know, and they can find their way if they turn up second, you know, in our group, you know. You understand me? And if we come first, and if we come second, we could find our way in their group. So to say, I think that is putting too much pressure on people right there. I don't think if we don't make it to the World Cup, we should stop playing football, and that is disrespecting other countries that have actually improved more than Jamaica. Damian Bailey, and you yourself admit that Panama is ahead of Jamaica. So how in the world you would come and say if we don't make it? Because remember, it's not like everybody in the same X, and that is why I brought the conversation. It's not like we're playing everybody. It's just who in our group. When we reach the third round, it's going to come down to, if we can't beat the next team, it's going to come down to how much points we amassed, and if we turn out to be one of the better second round teams, so we can go to an interconfed round and then see what works out for we right there. So I don't think that it's fair to jump and say if they don't make it to the next World Cup, Jamaica should stop playing football. No. I don't see it like that, because I face reality, and that is just piling down pressure on people, which is not fair. I don't see that. All right, I do think they should make it out of the first round, if out of the second round, but they make it straight out, flat out to the World Cup in the first three. All comes down to the matchup and what we have to pick from on the day. All right. Yes, we can't evaluate things like that. That pile pressure on people for no reason. We the talent we have, with the talent we have on paper, we should make it. And yes, I know the matches. I understand. If he had said it that way, but he said it in a way that he's piling pressure on the actual team, which I don't really follow that, because I've looked at the third round and I'm saying this is kind of tricky. So I would not jump to say that if Jamaica can make it, them should stop playing football. That is some mad statements. We have not been successful over Costa Rica or Panama, and we have only 3 groups. So one of those teams can easily end up in our group, because it's 3 group. So if them slide one group and they end up in our group if they qualify. So let we top this foolishness, man. And once they are in our group, it's one of us going directly to the World Cup. The next one is going to a confed. So we can talk like this when we have 2 teams that are actually better teams than us, by the metrics and by the meetings with we and them. You understand me? No, just reason with me now. Because I can't understand where it's coming from. What have we done? Because Panama performed better than us in every competition. So what have we done to say that we are going to surpass them? What have we done? Defeated Canada? Educate me, because that's the argument I wanted to come and have. Like, what have we done? Because remember, this started from a point of you guys wanting to pile pressure on the team by saying if they don't qualify, they should just drop out, or we should stop with football. Brother, that's type of foolishness here, man. Mario Ross, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. I can't take the call. I can't take any call, brother. I put a discard right there, so people just join the discard, alright? Please just join the discard, guys. Please join the discard. Just join the discard. You can talk freely. Alright? Omar Falling said, JD, I think we just have to make sure we play our 2 best games against the top team in the final round. Yes, I do believe so. But I'm just giving people more information, because I've realized that we like to jump to just the egotistic things and don't actually go through the information which is presented to us, so we can have a civil, sane conversation. Tajay said Jamaica has a lot of individual quality. It's just for that to come together. I agree with everything that we are saying on the talent side. All right, I agree. On the talent side, 100%. We have a good chance to qualify, my opinion. I agree, but everybody agree with that. Everybody agree with that, The problem is, we are disrespecting other teams, and then piling unnecessary pressure on Jamaica itself to say if we don't qualify, we should stop playing football. You get me? That not make no sense, because we have never been better than these 2 teams. So that's why I gave you the facts. So how can we say something like that? It all comes down to the team that we get, the team that we draw in our second round, to come and say that. JD, how are you? I am delighted with the pool of Suriname. Suriname get a good group, Erwin, but Remember, Suriname doesn't have a coach. So that is going to make it extreme. I thought that they were building properly. They had enough good games, and they moved on with it. So Suriname is putting themselves back to as well. And then Suriname is the next one that I have to beat as well. They have put themselves, sit themselves back. They should have re-up. They should have re-up with the coach and continue, run it back. And they would have had a good chance to make it as one of the top seeds. I think Curaçao might actually do better than Suriname, even though Suriname have the better talents. You know, but because they have Dino Ray, and Dino Ray set a stance and started to get good games, it helps. But anyways, let me try and get the people in here. We have Pastor, go ahead. Give your take, and then I will bring in. All right, maybe we get Double, go ahead. Double, go ahead. Then Pastor, get in.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, man, go ahead, Bossy, go ahead.
Yeah. When me answer JD, I don't know. Like on paper, I think if we get got the Guatemala game at home, I think we should be able to top that group. Because even though Damrek is a good can have good players, but the fact that we have been playing together before them, I think that will make we be able to beat Damrek, you know?
Yes, we agree.
Yeah, even though they might get some player from Spain and so, I don't think they will have enough time to gel like us.
All right, fair enough. Damien, come back again. We are the better team. I will not buy that one from you, JD. Well, you don't need to buy anything from me. You can say you're better than Panama. Nobody not believe you. Not even the same people inside the chat. So you can say what you want. We are not egotistic people. Clearly, you're on that side.
JD, there's no way a man can say we are better than Panama.
The man say I'm the better team, so just leave him alone. Me don't want to talk to Damian Bailey anymore. Me leave him alone. Because reality, no live with him. Him not really want to face reality, so me don't really want to talk to Damian Bailey anymore. Me only can stick with the facts and hope we beat them if we meet them. That's all me can say. Me not go over the top. Me not that type of dude.
JD, if I were you, I would pray we don't meet them.
The man say we're the better team, so him free for meet anybody. So just make the man stay the man. That's how we talk, man. Just make the man do one thing, man. So based on, you say we're good for come to the first round. You based on what you see, you would have liked the Guatemala game fall in a Jamaica. That's what you want, right. And you think you would top it. All right, fair enough. Because I have the same take as well. I have the same take that if it falls in Jamaica, it is better for two things. The way our pitch sets up, their style of play might not be as effective as how they would have played in their own country. You understand me? Right. So, and our style of play fit our pitch. At least to the style of play that I saw from the coach. So that would have helped us on the day, and we actually have the better talents on the field. You know?
Right.
So it improves our chances for them not to control the game and we to take our actual chances that we are going to create on the day. So I that's what I've said. That's exactly what I've said. I agree that if we get them in-house, I think we can win the game. So, and come first. But coming first still don't stop us from getting other teams in our group.
Yeah, but if we come first, you have to just pray, say, like Panama, Costa Rica. And probably, come first too. If we come first, they come first. The chances of we playing them would be highly unlikely.
Yes, I think it's more lower because now if them come first, if Costa Rica comes first, Panama comes first, Haiti comes first. Let me see Honduras. Let me make sure for the Honduras. All right, so El Salvador comes first. Panama comes first, Haiti comes first, Costa Rica comes first, and Honduras comes first. It's going to be hard. We are going to only face one of them. So one of them we can face in our own group, and then we are going to get two of the next round. That's how it works.
And based on FIFA ranking, I think that will come into play.
Yes, yeah. Be careful because it makes sense to play the matches then. Because Concacaf always do that, and they did that the last time. And it comes down to how much points you amassed, rank you as the first, second, third, fourth best team. That's how they did it the last time, and I think they're going to keep it, because what the sense of me finish on 15 points, 25 goals, and you finish on 7 points, 7 goals, but top your group, and because you're ranked higher than me, you should be A1. No, that is not fair. So ranking would not mean nothing. I think they're going to go with the same philosophy that they did the last time, just the other day in the Nations League, where in which you rank A1, A2. That's how it goes, because you have to give somebody to fight, something to fight for. You can't just, Jamaica rank high, Panama rank high, but this man score more goals. No, that can't work. I think they're going to stay with the same method and be A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6. That's how they're going to group them based on what you do on the day. Or in the grouping. That's what I think they're going to do. I have no proof as yet. I've read the thing. It's still clouded. But I think that's what they're going to do.
Okay. But I think as far as chance, I think this is a much easier chance than before.
It's an easier chance than the X.
Yes, to me.
Okay. But you think that if we had set up this in an X, like in an X, and make it 8 teams go back to the final round and say 3 come out of it, you don't think that would have been easier for Jamaica to qualify? Or you think it would have been harder?
It would have been harder because we'd have to eliminate all of the good team them.
You'd have 3 spots. You'd have 3 spots. You'd have 3 times to eliminate the same good teams them. But no, you only have 1 time to do so. So if you fail, it comes down to the mercy of the other teams them in the group.
Yeah, but you say, you have to play the 7 other good teams.
Mm-hmm.
It just every game you play, I gotta be high intensity. But in this now, there's game where we are gonna play like the winner of group, whatever group. They won the group, the match between Angola or whoever.
Mm-hmm.
We can't go in another match there, confident.
Yes, I agree. Any one of the playoff teams, I think Jamaica, and El Salvador can beat those playoff teams.
Yeah,
yes.
But if we play a 7 game where in your mind you can win or lose, that's tough mentally.
Okay, but you'd have a whole lot more games because of 14 games you'd have played in total. So you'd have other. But if you say that's more difficult, even though you'd have the chance to get 3 of the spots, because it's a prize I was looking at, and remember we come off and say we are the best team on paper, so that would have given us 3 extra chances to get a spot. And now we only have one chance to get the spot, and if we don't get the spot, we have to get second and make sure we are on a maximum amount of points to make sure we are one of the best second team. So we only have 1 chance to get through when we would have 5 chances to get through if it was an X.
Yeah, but 1 chance with less team, and in my opinion, I would think less quality team.
Okay, all right, fair enough. It's a good conversation to have, because I want to say that I still believe that the one with the 5 chances would have been slightly easier, because you can't tell me that Jamaica would have lost to Costa Rica, Panama, Haiti, everybody. And it looks like once you come 5th, you would have been in a actual confed spot, at least. We don't know other teams. You have to wait until play the games. So you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I understand your point. I understand your point. But it's just the way we look at it still. Okay. Yeah. I can't say with firm conviction you are wrong, and I can't say with firm conviction that I'm right. We both look at it. We both are trying to arrive at the same place, but we're just taking 2 different routes. All
right. So, but I like how and other people agree with you. Said they think that this is easier. But I just put it in context. Now we erase United States, Canada, and Mexico, and then we are gonna go back in a X, and 5 teams coming out of it, 2 confed spots, and also 3 qualifiers with only 8 teams in it. And so you have to just play 7 teams, pretty much 2 times. But it's okay. It's okay. Fair enough, Dubbo. Fair enough. Let me know which one of the arguments that you kind of swayed towards. Tito, we need you on the Wemaxit channel in the future. Yeah. So contact me on the Instagram because my Twitter, for some reason, I've been locked out. From I change the phone, everything in my life gone bad. So let me bring in Jason and Pastor and Juras after in that order. So JC can come in because I think Pastor was here for you, but before you, but you come in as you know, the traditional thing,
All right, cool. Respect. Big up everybody on the panel. Big up everybody in the chat. I think this whole conversation, JD, is a typical pros and cons conversation. I think if we argue long enough, both viewpoints, you can see positives in them. The reason why I would slightly lean towards double argument is because, with Jamaica, I think one of the things that have hurt us in previous qualifiers is because the hex is so many games. So when it was 14 teams, that's four. When it was 78 teams, that's 14 games you have to play. So that means there's more windows we have to get through. And what happens every single window, JD? Where is this player? Why this man not here? This thing. How come we don't get this player? So,
okay, so because of Jamaica behavior. Yeah. Okay, fair.
Yeah. So I will lean towards the Bob side because what this qualification has done, it has made less windows have to happen to make it to the World Cup. And I am a fan of that because we never have the consistency in the teams that is necessary to keep it going. So the fact that the windows are going to be less, I think that's a positive for Jamaica. It's less chances for us to have issues getting the team together, getting players in. So for me, that's why I would lean towards dub hub argument. Not to say your argument isn't good enough because it makes sense. Because the way
it's 5 spot, it's 5 spot, and you have the full 5 spot to go for. Right. But you are saying you're taking, brother, a less chance to mess it up over 5 spots. Boy, that is it. I understand, but that tells me how bad we are in preparation. Wow. All right.
I can't be insane. I can't see things happening one way and then think it's gonna change overnight. It's never gonna be perfect so fast. So I kind of like the fact that these windows for one, this first round, right, is just 2 windows, and they're both in the summer, June 2024 and June 2025. That means hopefully everything can work out fine. Now in the next stage of games, because it's only 6 games, that means it will probably be 3 windows. If we were doing this, we would have had like 8 to 9 windows to worry about.
Yes.
For that reason, JD, not that your argument is not good enough. I am just factoring in the Jamaica part and how we operate when we need to get the teams together and there's always issues. I think the less windows we have, the better it will be for us. I know it puts more pressure on the actual games themselves because you don't have as many to stub your toe. But at the same time, I think that could be good for Jamaica because I have seen where in past, it's almost like we start out saying, okay, we don't have to do so great in the beginning. We can pick it up. We'll go into this one knowing, hey, we have no time for that. It's 4 teams, it's 6 games, it's 3 windows. Every single window is going to count. And I think similar to some other people that I've seen discussing and everything, I will say, I think the next thing that we need to be very wary of and looking out for is when Concacaf actually put out the games. Because as Dobob said, when I'm looking at that part 2, and I'm like, in my head, I'm saying, boy, I don't want this team, I don't want that team. The number 1 team I didn't want was Guatemala because I was thinking of the away trip that we'll have to have because I'm looking at it the worst way possible. We're going to get the away game for part 2, and I'm looking at the teams and saying, boy, which team would be the toughest away game? And for me, it would be Guatemala. So I had a similar response to Bibi when I saw the name come out. And I was like, damn, that was the team I didn't want, But at the end of the day, not saying that I'm afraid of them or anything, but, I'm just being realistic and I want to look at the best possible way for us to get through. And I didn't think that getting Guatemala was the best, especially since we have seen us play them with both top teams recently. And the game was really on a knife edge. It could have went either way. So, and I think that they're a fan base that is, really, really, very, very supportive of their team. So away day there would be tough. So I'm just waiting on those draws to come up. But either way, even if we get them away, I believe that as long as we can get a point over there, I believe we will have the superior goal difference at the end of the day to get the top spot. But that top spot is going to be crucial, JD, because as you said, with it being 3 groups of 4, we really don't want to get in a situation where we end up having 2 pot 1 teams.
Yeah, because I've never even touched when you come second. You have to face 2 first teams in a group. Yes, so I never even get a chance to do that as yet because we're trying to come to the conclusion. But I'm glad you even put it to make sure the fans them know that if you come second, the chances of you coming out in the first spot is going to be a dog fight. So you don't want to mess up in the first round.
And if that result does happen, then I would have to say, boy, I really agree with JD. But I think as long as we can be one of the first place teams, which means we only have one other first place team in the next group.
Jason, you went out. We're not here now.
Yeah, no, I got a phone call. A phone call. The next. I was just saying to close off. The next. If as long as we finish first, you know, I think that I like the idea of this setup because of the less windows. The only way that I would be upset is if we don't finish first in this first round, and then we have that tougher group of 4 in the next round. As long as we can finish first, I like it.
I agreed. Guys, we have almost 20 likes on the video. So what you could do, get the likes up on the video. We still have our target of 150 on the video. So we have 117 here. So if everyone hit the like button, we still pass 100 and we can creep to 150. So do that for us. You see, it makes sense with what we're saying, but you never actually read the thing. That's why I said don't listen to people. Read these things and see how it works out, and then we can have proper conversations. So when the guy came here first and told me, oh, Jamaica fellas walk over body. If Jamaica can qualify, them for stop play football. Oh, that makes sense. Now you see how it works. Because remember, you know, we played Guatemala and we are not superior over them. Not even all the coach said so. Because the coach statement, I never even have to go back because that's stuck in my brain. The coach said, if we play Mexico like how we play Guatemala, we ain't coming off that pitch in a good position. We lose it from the start. And we go out there and play Mexico the same damn way, and we lose it from the start. Am I lying, Jason? Or that's what he said in the...
You're not lying. I remember I was in Jamaica, so I wasn't on all the streams, but I remember that before that after the Guatemala game, I did join the stream and I said, listen, I am happy we got through, but if we play that way in the next game, boy, we're done right at the semi-final. So we said it and the coach said it.
And the coach said it on the day. So Mr. Damian Bailey, please, we retain information, and you have several people talk like how you want people to talk. You get me? And this is not we bringing down the team because we were trying to let you not put as much pressure on the players them. So don't spin it to say we are bringing down the team or we don't have no faith. No, we are just arguing your point. All right, so get the likes up on the video, people. Thanks for that. So let me bring in we have Juras. Pastor, we can let in Juras before you want to go in before Juras. Let me know. Because maybe Juras, they are working. I want 3 seconds. So let me know, Pastor.
The man know my schedule style. Good morning, everybody. Pastor no answer, so I take that as a yes. Good morning.
Hello.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, man. We're here. We're here well. Yeah. Get in the discussion because we're chopping it up, you know?
Well, touching on the first point that we were talking about since you opened up the panel in terms of going back to the old way of playing the qualifiers to this way, and I'm in agreement with you as well. The less games, the better, in my opinion. Not only that, Concacaf knows exactly what they're doing. Concacaf, FIFA, whosoever is paying for it. Because we're playing less games, less windows open, so they're probably going to pay out less money. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to make sense of it. But as Jason said, the less games we play, in my opinion, the better it would be for us because we're always underprepared when it comes to people showing up, whether it's flights missing, whether it's players being injured. We can't get it right. Long story short. So I definitely prefer this method. In terms of Guatemala, we are in the last 5 games where we're 5-1 against them. But the last couple of games, they definitely have looked a lot better than us. I just view them as a Mexico. Mexico just quicker and faster and have more experience than them. So that's how I look at Guatemala. Definitely never wanted to see them, but I feel that if we play them in Jamaica, as Jason said, we'll have a slight advantage. But Guatemalans, they show up anywhere. So even if it's Jamaica, they may not show up as much as how they did in. Yeah, seriously, they may not have show up as how they did in New Jersey. Because remember, I tell you, brother, it was just
But you know,
me and a few other
but
people.
Juras, whatever place we are playing them, I know we're gonna have more Guatemala fans than Jamaica fans. You agree with that? People let me know if you agree with that. Because I want to think that they will turn up in Jamaica by the lowest, you know.
It would be embarrassing. Go ahead, Jason. Go ahead.
No, I was just agreeing that them don't put it past them to have all 4,000 or 5,000 in Jamaica when they come.
Yeah, that would be really embarrassing if them show up more than us in a Jamaica region. But as I say, don't, and Jason just said a while ago, don't be surprised. But I feel that would probably give us the advantage, give the boys an advantage. Even though majority of our players are used to playing in hectic and boisterous environments, I feel that would definitely give us the advantage. And I hope the selection committee or whosoever is setting up the matches do give us the advantage as the top team in the group and say, you know what, this is the harder game. We earned the right to play at home. But who knows? It may go like that, it may not go like that. So that's
well,
how my perception.
Juras, if we have anything to go by, all we can go by is how they set up the Nations League. And the two toughest teams was us and Haiti, and they gave us them to play twice. So I don't know that they'll be looking for any favors for anybody.
Jason, you have a point. You're right.
So are you saying that Concacaf try everything for not give Jamaica?
Not give us.
No, I won't go so far to say not give Jamaica. I would just say that they go very far to make sure that the ones that bring all the money in don't have no issues. Jamaica doesn't bring the money. I think Jamaica can, based on who we have. If Concacaf was using the head, we would be in that boat as well because, when they put Antonio and Bailey and Gray and all these on a flyer, it adds to the flyer. So,
that's true.
If they were looking at it that way for marketing, then I would want Jamaica to reach the World Cup. But based on what we've seen so far in the Nations League setup, they didn't really give us any favors. So I don't know if they will moving forward.
And question JD and Jason and maybe Pastor would know too. How did they do the rankings? Is it based off how we performed in the previous in Nations League now, or if it's something prior to?
No, all they used to set up this ranking was the men's FIFA ranking as of November 2023. That is how they aligned the teams in the pots. It had nothing to do with Nations League. Even though those things tie in because your ranking is better based on how you did, so it kind of tie in, but they literally just use the FIFA ranking from November.
Okay, gotcha. Well, let's see, right? Go ahead, JD. Pastor can jump in.
Yeah, Pastor. Mr. Listen to Bailey. Damian Bailey. Okay, JD, but when them beat all the teams, then I will give you a call. So, Damian Bailey, what have I said for you to give me a call when them beat all the teams? It's like, you realize that how we talk is like, does always want to fight with somebody?
So JD, let me help Damian a little bit. So
Jesus
Damian,
God.
when we played Guatemala in the Gold Cup, we beat them. But on this same channel, we said, listen, we can be excited and happy we made the semi-final. But if we have that same display, we will not beat the next team. So even if we win all the games in this round, you might come back to this channel and still not hear everything you want to hear because we're going to talk about the football game, not the result. So even if them win in a day, man, you might still not hear what you want to hear when you come back,
Well, Damian, I just go to the channel and him want to hear. Because it don't look like me I got ever say what him want to hear. Yes, it just
I
don't.
think just
It
I
doesn't line
think
up.
Damian is looking at on results. He's just looking at the results and us winning, but
No,
he's
he's
not
not.
looking at
He's not looking at the
match
result.
the match
We never
fully.
beat Mexico. We never beat Mexico. We never beat the United States, and we beat Canada in
No,
one
man,
of the
talk
games.
in
Them.
terms of Guatemala alone, Julie. So
No
maybe
man.
that's what he's looking at. But yes, some people stay. Go ahead.
No man, just leave Damien. Just make Pastor come in and let Damien just stay. I don't think what I've said warrant for him to say when we win and we come back. It doesn't make no sense. It seems like me should just say Jamaica go win it and just drop the mic and leave. So then why, if we talk like that, why we talk for 60 hours on streams? The only country that have 60-hour streams, like people asleep. So why we can talk about something that we already know the actual answer to? You realize that? So that what we need for those gloating people face away the greatest and they walk off. Reason better, Damien man. That's reason better, man. Like we only have something to work with, and we can only talk on what we saw. When we go there and we improve because we said what we could do to beat Guatemala more convincing. So we want to see the coach working in that direction. What if the coach is watching us and maybe he never even see something because everyone is not perfect? So if we be here analyzing something, it's for the better of the team. If we go there and say the team are the best team in the world and the coach not saying that and the coach don't believe that either because he said the opposite, he's not going to look at us as having any sense. So how are we going to be a help to it when we see the problem, the coach see the problem, and we are trying to tell you a lie? It not seems, me not see how we can be a help to football if that's the approach that I have. All right? Yes, so this is not
And
I'm
Damien,
not a
we
fan channel. For
also
me, I am not a fan channel.
Mhm.
So you can forget about support me if you think that I'm a fan of Jamaica and I should be up in the place and I tell it's the greatest thing. No, I'm not that type of dude and I've already just killed that. That I'm just not that dude and I don't want to be. Alright? Yeah man. So you can go to the fan channel them and you just be in a Jamaican corner. I have no problem with that. Go ahead, Big Boss.
Good morning to those on the panel. Good morning to everybody in the chat and those who will be on the rewatch. Let me start with the salient last point. Jason and company, Concacaf know that the JFF does not want those big name players that will sell tickets in the team. So they're not going to put their program in any way, shape, or form on the back of those big name players. Let me leave it right there with that one. The next thing is, I don't believe that this format is easier, despite the points made in favor of this format over the X. Reason being, in the X, you're playing for 5 spots. In this one, you're playing for 1.5. Because how 1.5, there will be 3 zones, there will be 3 groups, and there will only be the top 2 second place finishers. So even when you finish second, because you do not control what happened in the other 2 groups, there is no certainty that you are the top second place finisher. So you're not playing for 2 full places, it's a half space in this format. Along with that, the likelihood of us getting Haiti, Guatemala, Costa Rica, and Panama is very rich. And any one of those 4 teams can damage Jamaica based on recent form and based on this primary fact that most football analysts fail to realize Jamaica is probably the only country in this lineup that don't have a team yet. We have quality players, but we still have not managed to have a team yet, because 11 players is required to make a team, but 11 players don't make a team. Until we reach where we become a team, I am not in this argument that we're going to dominate anybody. I've played team sports all my life, and the best players don't always make the best team, if they ever do. Very seldom do the best players achieve best team status. Very seldom. So, with that in mind, some things we need to pray for. One, the first round, we dominate everybody. We score 3 goals or more in every match, which might give us a good chance to be on top. That is still not certain because you don't control what happened in the other groups. So even if you score 100 goals, you don't know that you will be the top winning team. You can only deal with what you control. So we do the best we can do and pray that our best puts us on top. Failing to be the top, failing to be the top winning team, we are at greater risk to see any of those 3 or 4 top teams. We are expecting teams like Panama, Costa Rica, Guatemala, and Haiti to be in the 12 that goes across. If those teams are in the 12, we are going to get one of them. Like the rest of you, I don't want to see Panama. I don't want to see Panama before we play them in the World Cup. If it's flipped, that's where we're going to play them in the World Cup. I don't want to see Panama.
If we don't see them now, I don't think we're going to see them again still. You know, very rare. Worst off, they stretch it to more teams. I don't think we're going to see them if we don't see them now.
Good. Well, I don't want to see them. I will be less agitated if I don't see Panama. I don't want to see them. I'm not interested. But with that said, you still have Costa Rica, Haiti, and Guatemala. Haiti will never forget that defeat that we gave them in that last game. They never forget it. So, don't think that Haiti is going to come to play us and it is not going to be a grudge match. That is a grudge match. And they are going to make sure they have all them biggest players to be against Jamaica in that grudge match. So that is a scary proposition. Guatemala we know are technical as Haiti, and Costa Rica is our Central American nemesis. So for me,
155 says, stop talk, Pastor, like we're scared of Panama, you know?
I am not scared of Panama. I am certain that Jamaica don't have a foot in against Panama. The history has shown it.
About his comment.
What is it, Double?
Can I talk to Pastor a little bit? Because I think Pastor is going off. Is like overdoing it, you know. Cause Pastor, did you watch Costa Rica last 2 games?
Costa Rica is the weakest of the 4 strong ones.
No, I'll if you watch the last 2 games.
Not the full games, no.
Right. So at the moment,
but they are the weakest of the 4 challengers.
Right.
In my mind, based on the last 2 games.
The weakest of the 4. So the weakest of 4 would include Jamaica, Panama.
No, not Jamaica. It would include our adversaries: Panama, Haiti, Costa Rica, and Guatemala. in my mind, because of their transition that they're going through, they are the weakest of those
No,
four.
I think the fourth strongest team are at the moment, and me think like the other panelists would agree with me, would be Jamaica, Panama, Honduras.
Jamaica is not playing against itself, double.
No, I'm talking about for to reach the World Cup.
Oh, so we're talking about two different things.
Yeah. Because I'm honestly,
Okay.
I wouldn't see Costa Rica as a threat right now, based on the way they are playing and how they play the games.
But here's why I still have them as a threat, because we have never been better than them, and despite them going through their transition, no, I don't expect them to stay behind very long, because they already have a system. Costa Rica have a system by which they play, so it's easier.
They have a very young team, and I just don't think they will be gelled by time.
Here's the big difference with what you are saying and what I am saying. Costa Rica has a very young team. Jamaica does not yet have a team.
But Pastor, all right, you're saying Haiti have a team, right? You know, Pastor, at the end of the day, we all right. If we look at it this way,
style of play our team. Which one? Yeah, because I think all of them have a style of play. That's what I would say. But go ahead.
Yeah, but they have a different style of play, but that doesn't mean it is the most effective style of play.
Okay.
That is why I did not mention style of play, double.
But Pastor, based on result, right? You have to give Jamaica credit.
And I'm not saying Jamaica don't get credit. Yeah, I'm just pointing out that we beat in Haiti, because I think Jamaica is shooting above our real range, you know. When you're not a team, you know, and you're getting positive results, you know, double, that's a plus that you don't really deserve, you know, because you're playing against people, you know, and they have achieved team status. So we have achieved excellent results on the back of the individual talents that we possess. They have achieved the results they have achieved on the back of the team, the unit that they have operating in sync.
Pastor, you're saying these things without watching the other teams. That's what you're saying.
I'm speaking from the games we have played against them. I'm not talking about no team that I didn't watch.
Right, but
I'm talking about what we have played against Haiti, Guatemala, Panama, and Costa Rica. I'm not talking about anything else.
This is how I'll put it. There's team, all right, like, for example, Guatemala. I'm concerned about Guatemala. I'm not scared of Guatemala. Am I scared of Panama? Yes. Am I scared of Honduras?
I'm not scared of none of them.
Well, that's you. This is me. I'm scared of Panama and Honduras, but I'm concerned about every other team. Like, I'm concerned about Guatemala.
So you think that Honduras and Panama are the two biggest threats for Jamaica?
Based on how Honduras played against Mexico, and based on how Panama played them last game, and based on how Costa Rica played against Panama, I will eliminate. I wouldn't be scared of Costa Rica, but I would be concerned.
Okay. Mr. Flex says, the bully we in a own yard. So he's disagreeing with you right there to say that maybe I write off 80 too fast.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm not writing them off. I'm just saying I'm concerned about them, but I'm not scared. I wouldn't lose a night sleep right now playing against Haiti, to be honest. Okay. I would lose a week sleep playing against Panama, and probably 4 days against Honduras.
So like funny, we did different. But look, it's Jason coming. Go, guys.
I just like how double calculate the amount of sleep he would have lose, and you know that was good.
Yeah.
Jerry, let me just clear this and finish the point. I am not scared of any of the teams. I'm just saying, based on previous performance and what the achievements we have had against teams, I don't want to see Panama. I don't want to have to calculate nothing with Panama.
Pastor,
if Jamaica, no, double. Yeah. This is where I'm different than most of the persons you will hear on the panel.
Yeah.
If Jamaica achieve getting a team together, we beat Panama 7 out of each 10 times we see them.
7 out of each 10 times? Boy, Pastor,
Yes.
me not agree with this.
No, hold on.
Me not care what
If
you
we
want to
get
say.
team, JD,
agree with that, Pastor. You know what's Panama, Pastor?
I mean,
you
not
can
agree with you. Pastor, I don't think the coach can play better
I don't
football
want you to agree with me.
Pastor, I don't even think when the coach system reach 100%, Jamaica can play better football than Panama. So the 7 out of 10 just not ever happen. I'm very sorry.
Listen to me.
Argentina go play against Argentina in Argentina. And Argentina to come up with them A game to beat them 2-0.
Me not agree with Pastor there, brother. Me not care which team.
I don't want you to agree with me.
Yes, well, we can disagree with you.
I believe right now, Jamaica can go in a game with Panama and come out losing by no more than 2 goals if we're losing.
Okay.
If we achieve team status.
Yeah, we lost by 1 the last time, and then we lost by 3 the last time before. The last time, you know? Yes, so but it's a result.
We're better than the last time they
I know, but they are better as well to Pastor. They never crawl up on the ground and stop and Jamaica alone and run.
Hello.
You know?
Hello. Listen to me. They flogged us. They didn't just beat us. They gave us an ass whipping. But we are better than that. And we have better awareness in terms of the talent pool than that. For me, JD, playing team sports for all my life, I value the definition of the word team. It goes much further than individual talents or brilliance. It can take anybody. And so I believe that Jamaica Panama is experiencing a disparity because Panama is not just a team, they're a quality team, and Jamaica is not. Jamaica is just a collective of quality players, and Panama can match that quality player pool with their quality, even if they don't have the big name Mikel Antonio in the Premier League. But barring that big name player, Panama can match our players in terms of quality. So that's why I say it the way I say it. No, nobody don't have to agree with me, but that is my position on it.
All right, you get a buckle in head side by Andrew 55, but you're not for answer, Pastor.
Yes.
Pastor, you're not for answer, Pastor.
Yes.
The other guys them that came on the panel, please return, because obviously I have to make people speak, and that's why we're trying to hold out for Pastor to speak, because Pastor will continue and take over the whole chat. All right, so guys, we have not hit 100 likes and we already reached a hour, so that is not good. Clearly, because we're not coming here telling that Jamaica is the greatest thing, and we are giving you actual facts that you can't refute. Then you find a way to cry in your corner. Yes. We all want Jamaica to win, but we still have to have the conversation. So Andrew 55 said, Speed said we will qualify, start popping bottles. That's what Speed said. All right then. So I don't think he meant it like that. I think he meant it by... No, I don't know what he meant, so let me not even talk for him. I don't know what he meant. So if he meant anyways, no problem. And I believe that we are going to qualify. I just believe that it's not going to be easy. As to what people try to fool you. That's all I'm saying. So why I can't say we're going to qualify and explain the length of difficulties that I think we're going to face, because we have already just faced those same difficulties, so that's all I'm saying in this video. I'm very sorry, but yeah, the reality is the reality. So anyways, yes. So we chop up that one to say that you guys prefer this version because you guys all say that Jamaica, you guys all turn into Jamaican Guna to say that don't surprised if Jamaica find a way to F things up. So the less games is better for Jamaica to qualify. I never expected that one before I had my conversation. And that's why I like to reason with myself, come out, say my things, and then people respond. So that means I don't know what you're going to respond to me. I don't like when it seems like me and people already discuss these things before I come on. So that's why I don't really try to discuss these conversations before I do come on. It would be unfair to the fans. Yeah. All right, them are great, and anything we can qualify, we will qualify. All right, okay. All right, thank you for that. JD, with no, yes, I think everyone will be planning for Jamaica because, and not just Jamaica, all of the tough teams, they are going to prepare. Remember, the first stage will be the part that they focus on to get through. But after that, they are preparing to face every team because they know that they can play any team pretty much. So every team is preparing for Jamaica, and Jamaica should be preparing for every team, and I know that the coach will be doing so. Yeah, but before we go anywhere, I don't know if you guys on the panel wanted to talk about the U20s because I don't know if you guys watched it and wanted to talk on it. For me, my intention was just to see where they were, and I have to watch the next one to decide. So I have nothing to say on it,
Yeah, I mean, look, I got to saw some of it, and I think the boys, you can see that they're trying to work on some things. In the first half, I thought they kind of didn't really settle down until very late. But in the second half, you could see that they were trying to work the ball around a little more. I think the coach will probably be working on penetration for the next game. I think we did a decent enough job keeping the ball around the back, but it was a lot of sideways and back. We need to find a way to break the lines with some of the passes. So hopefully that's what they're working on.
Okay. 155 said Boza, a march with a big rifle. Okay, oh lord. Kerry and Spence says yes, so she want to hear about the U20s. Maria Russell, how you doing, man? All I can say, we have three top quality teams out of our way, so we should take advantage. But we had said that at the start, believing that we are going to come into our next X. That's why I brought the conversation up, because when I said that we should qualify out of the three, everyone was taking out the other guys, them that qualified and put us in the three. But because they've changed the format, no, I think it becomes just as difficult, and that's what I was talking on. But because JCM moved the metrics to what Jamaica is, I can understand from their side. But I was just talking about what we first thought will be the next qualification pattern. I know it has changed. That's what I was talking on solely. Yes. So it's different. It's different now. The field was terrible. That's what they said right there. All right. U20 need to gel. All right. And float management said, when will Concacaf finalize the home and away schedule for our group? I see TNT posted their home and away schedule already. So give me a little time. Let me go on Concacaf to see if we do have the Jamaican one. Because maybe I didn't check it. So that's why. All right. So maybe it's actually out. And because JFF office closed, we never noticed that it's there, all right, so good. So that's on the front page. Let me pull up this to see if they do have the list. All right, so where is the list? You saw the games for Trinidad and Tobago? Okay.
I don't know what that person talking about.
No, I don't think you saw the games for Trinidad because they have literally said they have not released anything as yet for the matches them and the dates.
He must be talking about their U20 games.
Okay, yes. I think maybe you're talking something else, not the actual World Cup qualifiers. They have not released anything as yet. They normally have it on the Concacaf page, so we can just download it and put it up on the screen. So no, they don't have it as yet. All right. Yes. So the person that just said that, who was that? Oh, float management? No, it is not. So, because unless Trinidad and Tobago stole the things outside Concacaf, out of Concacaf's office and released their own only. All right, yes. But aside from that, it's not fully accurate, my brother. All right, but we will get it soon. We know that we're playing. Trinidad know who they're going to play, but they don't know when and where. We are still waiting on that. I think they know the days as well. They don't know the days, but they know the time frame. All right, yes, the time frame, because I do think when they're picking games and stuff, they consult a lot of they put a lot of things into play before they make the days. Them, all right, yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
the windows are in place, but not the actual opponents and everything.
Yeah, so yeah, John Wall declined interviews also. So are we? Can people confirm these statements? Because I am not
Yes,
sure.
the gentleman who was filming the game tried to get an interview with John Wall and he declined to speak. And then he got an interview with the Trinidad coach. And then he said he don't understand why John Wall is turning down the media request to speak.
So the person was a Jamaican or a Trinidad person?
It sound like he actually had both, you know, because
he's
like
a Jamaican.
Yes. Yes.
He's a Jamaican. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So so do you guys want to debate that? You think that's a bad behavior from John Wall?
I think it might have happened because at halftime the same gentleman walked into the locker room trying to get the match sheet, and John Wall looked at him like, "What are you doing in here?" And told him to come out and close the door. So I think maybe John Wall just never want to deal with that person, to be honest. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly. But I know that happened at halftime as well. So maybe that could have been a part of why he didn't talk to that particular person.
Okay. Boy, oh boy, I don't know why every single time we just have all sorts of drama. Guys, please do hit the like button, share, and subscribe. So, based off what you guys watched.
Yeah, and JD, it's somebody that I've seen, I think, in the chats. IT Push, I believe his name is.
So it was IT Push?
Yes.
All right. It was IT Push, okay. So IT Push a Trinidad Jamaican, okay.
Yeah, I didn't know. I found out yesterday.
All right, I'm looking at my Instagram because they said they sent it on my Instagram, the schedule for the games. So let me check. Damn. So what you guys made of that? You found it disrespectful? The way he handled the situation, because clearly you guys brought it up, so you wanted to talk on it.
I don't think it was disrespectful personally. As I said, they had a little situation at halftime, and perhaps John Wall looked at him and said, "Boy, that how can you do that?" Because he just went inside the locker room. Yes, you're a media, but that don't mean you can go in the locker room at halftime. So I just think he never really understood like what he's allowed to do because he has a media pass.
Okay, he sent me four dates that Trinidad puts out of their games. So I guess he's telling the truth. Trinidad puts out games trying to sell tickets already. So, and they put out all 3 games that they're going to be entering on June 8th, 2024. They are going to have one June 6th, 2025 and June 10th, 2025. So clearly they have gotten some information.
And they have the opponent.
They have the opponents as well. So they're going to have Costa Rica in the final game. They're going to have St. Kitts in the second game, and in the first game, Bahamas. Yeah, so that's what they have. That's what they have, Yeah, so I guess he wasn't lying. But Concacaf have not released anything. Alright, so maybe for Jamaica can't release nothing because nothing was given to them. Because remember, Jamaica and Suriname's group still have people to decide. Alright? And they don't just throw people to say, alright, you're going to play the worst team first, or the next team after. They kind of fix it. To make sure you can maximize the revenues and stuff. So there's a lot of things go through it before they make the decisions. So I would say that because 2 of the teams in that group might have not gotten started. So what you could do, check the other teams that have a complete group to see if everything is okay with them, if they have posted theirs. But nothing posted on Concacaf as yet. And I don't have my Twitter. I have no Twitter to figure it out.
Yeah, so JD, one thing I noticed, because I'm on the TNT Instagram, and it looks like they will have to go to Costa Rica for their one of their away games.
Yes.
So I wonder. I mean, we were trying to figure out like how Concacaf is going to do it. I wonder, is that going to be what they do, where the top ranked team get to host the second place team in the group? Because that's what happened in this group. So I wonder if Guatemala will be playing us at home. I wonder.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. TNT got it as soon as I saw. Yeah, so it has a. Remember, their groups are finished, so maybe it's no hold back. But for Jamaica and the Suriname group, those are matches are still there. But let's see. Maybe by the end of the day we get the schedule and everything and the time. Yeah, so don't worry yourself. We will get it. So people saying that John Wall, you never may know. IT Push seems like a weird individual, You understand me? So you never may know if he said something. We can't jump to say that he's racist and he doesn't like black people. Oh my God. Oh Lord.
That's what somebody
so
jumped to.
So 155. So why do Ross him sign for a black country?
That don't make no sense.
Yeah, because you don't see black people. So why you would even sign? When you didn't have a job before and could have just stayed at the job.
Oh, 155.
No, come on, 155, man. Come on, man. That not have no logics to it, brother. That not have the logics. If you tell me that he maybe can't stand Jamaica people behavior, I think he has said it. And it's not impossible if he can't stand it. It's not impossible because me myself sometimes can't stand it, and I've said it too as well. So we have different behavior. We have different ways to look at things, man. But don't jump to the racist. You can beat him and other things, but if you don't have a proof, don't put that out there, man. Because the man work for Jamaica, brother. At the same time, man. Come on, man. That no. And me always say it as well. So you can beat me if me say me can't stand our own behavior sometimes. Because me thinks we try to avoid the reality of putting out the facts and debate on the facts and just go up on the delusional side. And true, me know me another type of person. Me and everybody always kick off. You understand me? But don't 155. Come on, man. Me ain't a virgin, man. We can't say that, man. We can't say that, my brother. I not agree with that 155 there. It's IT Push. Is battling against the current JFF administration. No, IT Push is just my man they talk about JC and KC. The whole M49 team. So me no know. Maybe I'm going there. We are not going to make any claim, all right, because we just beat a man for not making any wrongful claim. So I'm not going to make any claim. But what I know about IT Push, I would say reserve your judgment on Mr. Wall. If IT Push have not gone in there and said something significantly wrong. That's all I'm saying. Foolishness them attack. You can't be unalive going in the locker room at halftime. That's not right. Maybe he thought that he had passed. Maybe he thought that he had passed and right.
Yeah, well, that's the reason why I said the reason why I mentioned the pass, JD, is because when Coach Wall declined the interview after the game, he was actually saying Speed need to talk to Wall because as someone that is a part of the media, him can't be turning down interviews and this and that. But I'm telling you, it stemmed from halftime when the man walk right to John Wall, when he must stand up him a write down when he got test set to the team, and the man come and say, "Hey, where's the match sheet?" And John Wall look up like, "Yo, what the hell you doing in here?"
He said, "Hey, where's the match sheet?" Okay. Yeah. So if he said that, people, if he said that word,
I'm gonna be honest, JD, hold on. I'm gonna be honest. The man say, him say, sir, and him look up, and then him say, "Can I get the match sheet?" Basically, him never say, "Where's the match sheet?" like that. Him never sound like that.
Okay, because if him sound like that. Confused. Yeah, but the game was not authorized for no actual people. Me know what Jason, and you know exactly what happened as well. People act like them have position, give him instruction, and then him go follow off of the instruction. And John Wall maybe never know so that happen. Because it's just a normal friendly game.
Well, he did announce to John Wall what organization he was with.
Okay, so me no know. But the man, if no press should be there and none was there, and you manufacture a press that is there, if the man don't want to do an interview, the man don't do nothing. You know, me no business. If a friendly man don't do nothing, me no business. Me agree with him, don't do nothing. We not just make up something and see how it go. It's like we turn bad man. You understand me? It's like we turn bad man and we run the team and we decide. If the man want to do the interview, the man do the interview done. It was not that a my take, Jason. He not do the interview if he don't want to do nothing.
Yeah, man.
Because remember,
I don't look at this from a standpoint that John Wall was wrong, personally. From how the interaction did go, I totally understand why he would have said, yo, no, you know, me alright, me not talk right now. And yeah, I understand. I don't hold anything against John Wall. I don't think, you know, it was him do anything wrong. Especially when you factor in the whole halftime situation, you know?
Yeah. People may agree with that. Me never follow the story, you know. But based on what Jason said, me just answer to what Jason said. And the man have answer to nobody. And you can't just make up story and invent something where the man never have planned. These guys work on a structure. So if him get busy for the deal with him team, why you in the man dressing room? You get me? Why you in the dressing room? You don't need for the man dressing room. You come out of the man dressing room, brother. But the man need him players them because remember we get prepared for something, you know. So even though if we get a chance to see the match, that should be enough. Because the man I try get him team and I try pick the right team. So it's not like it's an already done situation like we have the national team and we know who play. The man still have him players them. I know him want to say certain things to certain people. Him no want them things that get out, Jason. You understand me? So you know for yourself, brother. Me that this to man, I want you, man. But me that these people for a lot of different reasons. So maybe I'm not the right person to ask, but I would have diss him too. Yeah.
Ready. In the absence.
Okay, see, Tycoon said he said he was on a live stream when the coach trying to get his team together. Okay, so it makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. Me no watch, me no know what you talk about, you know. But that's the only sense because you're a coach. So you just have go there for just do your damn job. Them people, them some of them media, me tell you saying that too much LA Lewis join the Reggae Boyz company, you know. Too much LA Lewis and the king of LA Lewis. Them they give the rights to. So I just peer LA Lewis on the internet. Just they everywhere. And them don't really know nothing. So it need to stop, man. And then cry wolf after. Don't put no pressure upon the man. Man, develop Jamaica football. I want to go and bound a business, man. See a man says 7. Yes, but Ernest, him could have media pass, whatever pass. Ernest, the game was not a design game for that. The game was to be a backdoor game, so him can get it. Him can truly pick the team and reason with people to work on things to improve themselves. So it's not something we should even film. But true, we feel as you go ahead, Double.
Yeah, this thing is I tell you, so technology can be good and technology can be bad.
Yes.
Technology, you know, and then have it push. You they have to go journalism school no more.
No. Yes, you just need.
Not even a high school diploma.
You just have a phone and just say 7. And that's what man say. The show go anywhere. Double, me said 2 years ago, I say, watch out that category I got done in as LA Louis 7. Because I realize people just want things. So it no come with no stipulations tied in of nothing. So you have a bunch of LA Louis that run everywhere and I film people and I do all them something for beneficial treatments. That's it. That's what it'll turn into. Cause remember, and now, and I'm a predict the party as well, you know, of we getting embarrassed by some of them places here, and then we cry wolf and then put people under unnecessary pressure when them people already get them information and instructions through the actual places. But as I said, they are not media trained, and then just turn up and then cry wolf and go and bad up themselves like Trinidad Jamaican. You understand me? And then I put on pressure upon the man. And the man will go for a tournament. The man will go for city player them. You don't leave the damn player them, man. Because believe me, if we never make no money for them something, I wouldn't do it. So stop
yeah.
put the people under pressure, brother. Straight up, man. Me not like it. Let the youth them prepare and get the right treatment, and the coach can focus on Nafia come out here defend himself, and him no want to talk to a person. Brother, the man have him job for the man. What you gonna ask him? You gonna ask him, say, where the rest of Jamaican local play them there? And then now me have to this up on my program. You understand me? Yeah, me can't bother with them, man.
The thing look how we are, man, call you have to do right now about phone. Where you go, you say, man, I push up phone in a coach face.
Yeah, man, he's a nice man. And I ask some bag of fuckery. Sorry my language, man. Some bag of trash.
It's like
yo, no, I gotta put a 2. Yo, what the people must say? The people must say in the street say the youth them now gonna get the game, you know. So what the reason for put the player them here so? And then after the people them just say that, yo, so then 2 + 2 and 1 and 1 and half and brother, Leigh be Lembana Jamaica. So what you tell you know, because you want to feed your fan base, what you have to ask them stupid, dumbass things. Some of them need to... So that them a fight for. That them a fight for. That them need to go to school, man. They need to go to school, man. We are grateful for the footage, but you have to be more careful. Yeah, you can film all you want, no problem. But you know, leave the man them, man. You know, leave the man them. And don't and you see how quick you could have turned into January racist, this, that. Brother, Lord man.
Alright, I know I go get in trouble, but IT pushing up from the day before that, me did a kind of program, I don't remember which program, like him that said something about tell some lie about how far away the game there and the game was and all those things were incorrect.
And yeah, John Wall said the game was close. The people viewed him good because me play the clip and I can play the clip again. Right. You see it?
Yo, the man says 100 kilometers away. Then when they corner him, the man say 41.
Okay.
If he did continue, him would have said 4. You know?
Oh, yes,
so
yes.
Something to allude that hotel where they are staying wasn't good. And then me follow Kobe on Instagram. And him like him room look nice and pretty.
Brother, the coach said everything was perfect. The coach them were always at this up Jamaica feel, this up Jamaica professionalism. Them say them been treated very good. So I mean have it on my phone. So the man said the opposite. So that's why them people can't be in an opposition. You understand me? They are not professional enough, people. I'm very sorry. They are not professional enough. They can cuss me all them one, but them know them can't come on my program. I'm in a diss them. Because I'm afraid of people.
Lady, the term professional enough would mean that they have some level of professionalism.
Yeah, I'm very sorry.
That does not exist.
Yes,
that does not
no
exist with these kind of behaviors.
They sell a bag of false news. You understand me? Yes, and it's embarrassing, man. You know, they go do something, man. Stream the thing for the people, because the people want to see it. That is true. But let it stop there. If you don't have any authority, or make the statement before, make January know, so I'm prepare for talk to you. Deal with it professional. Don't left it to make people think say the man racist and them foolish stuff. Because we want Jamaica better.
And now, JD, as you say, the positive in this was people get to see the game.
Yes.
Now, if an incident like this happen now, what is to stop them from saying, listen, me man, only just stay away
don't
from
show the game again.
Exactly.
So it's just sad, man, the way them, you know, you never have to mention that, but man, they say just leave it alone, man, and go on by business, and they turn it back for the next game, you know?
But the man did not diss JD. People are talking one side of something. The man did not diss him. He disrespected the man. He went into the man's face. Which coach in the world preparing for a competition and you walking when you're doing technical, when you're going to talk to the team base and what you're do? Which coach in the world you can do that to? Which system in the world allows that?
No system. No system in a football cannot go in a category. Yes, it can't happen, people. Nobody can come into your locker half time and a film without the purpose. without the authorization of the actual federations or the Premier League and them, so and that even not even allowed. The only time that show or when it go back on Amazon and them place there.
Give you
If they're filming for a documentary, that's
Yes, that come out at season's end, and a piece is out of the documentary are coming in. So when you go in there now, because you're unprofessional and you're not educated on the actual subject, you just go there because you're all emotional and a Jamaica come from and ray, and you just go in there. That not lead to nothing good, because you already are disrespect the man already, guys. 155, top your foolishness. It no matter what you want to say. 155, we are break down the situation at hand. And it don't make no sense. 155, apply education to everything and you get a different look at it. The man then them own space, I talk to the players them, and you run in and I do a foolishness. It no matter if the man diss you, the man's still right. You know why? No media shouldn't even come in because they never authorize the media for that. And me know if you ask Simon, if anybody authorize a media, we can walk in at halftime and run on and look at everybody boots and the man attack. Oh, that makes sense. 155, type of foolishness, the man. Sometimes we can reason civilly and see, you know.
Jamaica, let me tell you what the problem with Andrew 55. Because when John wanna talk, I just be a facts. And him just lead to the facts. And Andrew 55 does not have the knowledge, JD. Him thinks that the coach always a disrespect we as the people. Disrespect the player them. But I just the facts, cause me a Jamaican, me hear the coach talk, but me no look pan Andrew 55. I look who said the man. Me never yet think that as January, because guess what? Me I look pan the message where the man attack and the ideas and the facts where I sure.
We are strong, Martin. We are strong character. We are strong people, Martin, that go talk a certain way. So he's trying to find a way to break in. Remember when me just come here, Martin? Me and him fight every day on the stream, you know, because I never knew how to break through with them. But now I figured it out. So maybe the man have the same challenges. Because here, Mr. Hallgrimsson said Jamaicans are very hard to deal with, and they are very straightforward as well.
But JD, I don't lie. We hard to deal with, so why people are going like Jamaican easy? Who are for deal with these people? So
Martin
have a problem and hard to deal with. What the problem? So man,
he sit down. So you put an additional problem on them now, you know, because they have to figure a way out how to deal with it, you know. That's so we have to look at life, you know.
JD, and we are hard. If you step on a man's shoes unnecessary, man, we box it down.
Yeah, but me not think nobody can box him down, you know.
We are hard people for deal with JD. So me don't know what Andrew 55.
Yeah,
John want me to tell the situation me I show you how hard Jamaican people can deal with. You can't say a simple sorry and the man take the sorry. One at a time JD me I walk and me I sell on the road when me just come and left high school. And me see 3 man, you know, me call the man them gentleman. Me say the man them fly up and nearly take off me and JD. The man them said don't call him, so call them man. You see me? I was so shocked because me I say, because yo JD, we are hard people for deal with. And Andrew 55 will retract that statement, because that's really me never yet see. Me know no people never yet view that as the man them as that R word.
No, Martin, you know, so when the streams finish is post press conference, when him go make him plan, when him come out and make him plan, a lot of people come with the same behavior as Andrew 55. Oh, them man like I'm working better than people in him. Just a talk down to man and a steer. Hear what you just say now. The man a tear at him eyes. So no fee him eye, no you sign him for come here. So him for just him for close him eye while talking to Jamaican. You know, see, so we have some mad behavior. What problem? Yeah, we just want to create a problem. you know what was the problem, Martin? Because the man say no schoolboy can play in the team. You have to have professional minutes. And here we go again for the Manning Cup. So from them hear that, everything done. Them can't say nothing more. Him racist. Him a kill Jamaica. That boy a fool. Him not. Brother, I want to stop the foolishness. And that's the problem. You know, go ahead, Jason.
Yeah, I think the thing is to, you know, people don't really, like me personally, me know say him basically use a lot of sarcasm when him attack. So like when the other day when they had that press conference and they were talking and him talk about the professional minutes, when they brought up schoolboy, him said, okay, you guys really love this schoolboy football stuff. You know, like him slow, like him even start talk slower. And it's like you could see like him just say in his mind
Again.
like these people. Yes, like every time I talk about this, all right, let me talk about it. And you know how he spoke about it and broke it down. You can see the man is literally like jumping through hoops of fire, you know. Him don't want to say something, you know. But in point still get across to the people that want to understand him point. Other people from them here, him a play down something, them just automatically shut down and say, yo, him not like we and that. And they're totally wrong. It's not about liking you. It's how him a try to tell you how it can get better.
You give him a job, Jason.
Yes,
And
it's
when
not
me give
about
Martin, me give Martin a job, Jason a job, double a job, Pastor a job. What me give the job for? The reason why me give the job is because I want it be done here. So why you need to come and tell me if he
tell him job.
yes,
Tell him a repeating job. Me feel say the man repeating job so many times in every interview. The man say he wants find some players to transit. The man them leave one system for Jamaica and this them mad people in Jamaica. Sorry for cause everybody some. Come in Jamaica and I mean I think like them. The people them will think like that. The man just them the people me can't see them aim, them just want left something with we. They repeat it over and over again. See, last time Speedball said the last coach and left nothing with we. I know the man them a try to something is a problem. How we want? They don't want to go for Tapa again, man. Just go for Tapa, go for yo, just go for Tapa. The English player them just stay on there, use the local player them, and just we are gonna make it through the group. We are gonna beat up everybody. So just use when no one. Can't we not get what them people I want in a football in a Jamaica?
Yeah, man, them just create problem, man.
Here for 20 years, JD. They must say we not go no work of few much years. And when the man them try to go the right path, is a problem. So we're going now our next 30 years, no man. That at them time them what? About 57. I mean, Jamaica got work up. We'll go our next 30 years, man.
Yeah, man. Guys, we need to approach things the proper way. Don't just jump. Oh, a man have to talk to you. The man, they give the man a job. That's the first thing. So they get a job. They might try to be as nice as possible. But believe me, if I did my dressing room, whatever that brother the name coming now, him never even have to say a word. I'm gonna diss him. So thank God, Mr. John Wall talk to him because we need to tell me, we need to have a fire me there. Because me have to make you know what time it is. You understand me? Yes. So me not have a problem with what the man say. Me not care when him say it. Me not care why him say. You come in at the man's space and it's disrespectful. It is the actual football is not a bed of rose and everybody can go everywhere. And that's the problem. It's like everybody believe them in at the JFF. You understand me? And them are the JFF body club. Brother, if you do something, if you do a piece of paper, anybody that can do a piece of paper, man? On the top go like so, no own things, man. You know? On just understand yourself and understand the functions and do the damn functions, man. And stop sell out the false narrative. Let me finish because when the guy had said that, you know, Martin, when the guy had said about it, you know, the youth football, you know, the whole of them start jump up and talk about John Wall, no one the local guys them in the team, and the local guys are good enough. Sports Max, and that the man say no, but them just change it. Them just change it to what them want.
The man never said that. When I time on JT program, JTL I tell them to clip it and send him because they just see people in the chat I say the man say that me I say which part in the interview the man ever say man do. The man does have the man does set a target, JD. It's simple. It's logic. How people do business in the world when you do things. They can't start from the bottom. When you come on to football, you have to set a target. Football, you deal with quality, so you have to start from the top player them. That's all the man I say, you know. You must start from the people them. Minutes first. If him can't get some, him still because him know all the system set with we getting the players them from the club. Him will come down and we'll look on some of the anomalies them in a Manning Cup. So that's just the man I describe. The man never say we'll never pick a schoolboy. Him just say I go start from the minutes man then we I do professional business because that's what every big country I do. I mean, yes, the people them say man not pick no local player.
Yeah,
I tell
man, yeah,
life on
man.
the court.
So themselves will move on because every time we have a problem, we can't tackle it. So we are gonna done now because we can't talk about it. Yes, that's so. I saw Jamaica run is a security guard thing. All of our problems. That's how we
Ready?
always have problems because we can't talk about nothing. So we should just stand up here and just say, yeah, man, Jamaica
Ready?
great, and we just walk off of the stream and say, yeah, man, I'm gonna give you 50 super chat and we laugh and God. No. I come here to discuss things, and if you brought up something and I see a foolishness, I now go stand on the other side. You understand me? Yes. I now go stand on the other side. Me I go call it
JD, you
out.
see when they just start, JD, and I see everybody line up on where you are say. Most people, because they still have some of them, but some of them are play hypocrite. But them have to come on a line with what I go on right now. And you know why I love this program? Because I'm like JT too. Because even though JT we have him stand in one arm on it, only no switch.
Yeah, man, why me go switch on something?
One line is here, one line. And some people have a jump in a line where they pan. Because
common sense no common now. Remember that, Martin. Remember, I was around here from day one here, Martin. So that's why I predicted what will happen. Because I saw everyone's deeds, you know? Like what they're all about. So I saw it and I had to realize that we're gonna have problems soon, you know, because everybody wants something and they are desperate to do anything for anything. You understand me? And I don't think it is Jamaica winning nothing is the end goal of them. I never believe that and I never will. So I will not respect people until I will respect you for what you do at that time. Until you show me on a continuous basis that you're genuine. You understand me? Yes, that's how I've always run my shows for years because I know these people personal and I don't believe in them. You understand me? Yes, and more I've learned more what their stances are. And it always proves that it excludes education. You understand me? It's always about an emotional based thing. Oh, local thing we are saying now? Yeah, man, me jump on the local bandwagon. A JFF this now? Let me jump on the JFF bandwagon. It never can reason out something and show me say this is the reason why I'm going to make the decision. And that is how I've always approached things, Martin, because if you can reason it out, you can explain to the people so the people will understand where you stand. But not that does jump on places because that is the in thing. But that is just a typical style of us where we're just going at everything trending. So don't badness. All a man who did bright and 50 subject, he want go back to school to revert the subject them to 0. You understand me? Because he need to be accepted in a dunce class. Because that's the trend. You know?
You know where dancer go find that trend there, man. Me not tell no line. Me not even like hear it.
Feeling
And I want to first thing that they were coming to dance hall.
People. Andrew 55.
Yeah.
Nobody who disrespect. And I don't think anybody disrespect anybody. People just give them take Andrew 55. If someone disagree with you, why we can't just have man? Pastor, you and Andrew 55 a war?
I have not been able to say anything since.
All right,
conversation.
You can't say anything because we're gonna move off of that. We're gonna move off of that, so we're not gonna say anything more.
I'm trying to move on from it without me saying anything about it, you know? But I am going to force myself to put the pastoral spin on it. Yes, because these people need to understand when the JFF hired these coaches.
Pastor, me just say now go get a chance, and you're gone straight. The man cook it so. Cook it, Pastor. Let me mute him. Pastor, no, Pastor, me I mute you. Me I mute Pastor, guys. Yeah, mute him because me tell him say him not forget involved, you know. I'm say two things and go straight. I'm go straight in. No, they man themselves move on from it and we have 2 more topics. So we wanted to go into those topics. Send us sneaking to war on it. Pastor. But we don't say the other topics, Pastor. So you know what you're talking about?
No, remember you mentioned Mikel Antonio at the start of the program and
my God.
setback.
Them say freedom of speech. Oh
Jenny,
God! Yeah, Pastor talk. Pastor talk.
about
All right,
deal
all
with
right.
them, you know.
So for
We
the
not deal
people,
with them
for the
still.
for the
Just deal
so
with them.
for the so-called, let me see who they tell me say me if move on from the conversation. Let me make sure who tell me say move on from the conversation. Let me see. Let me make sure. Who this say me move on from the conversation? No. Let me see. Mario Russell, JD, come off that now, please change the topic. So Mario Russell is the one, so we'll move on from the conversation. But Mario Russell, I don't own people. All right, I don't own people, and we don't program people. So people say what they want to say. So Pastor talk now. So if you want in your feelings, because I saw your follow-up comments, them. So if you want to get in your feelings, you can get in your feelings. Pastor go talk. Pastor talk where you want to talk. If Mario want to get in your feelings, you get in your feelings. You go ahead.
JD, I don't. Since you want to move on, I'm not going to deal with that. I'm not going to deal with it because it is my view that you and Jason and Martin and Dub Up were trying to deal with the issue. We're trying to deal with the issue at hand rather than deal with these. And I wanted to deal with them, but leave it at that. Let me not deal with them. We're going to deal with other things. We're moving on. Leave it at how we're not hungry. But they won't get deal with one at a time, you know.
All right, Pastor. Because you just want to go into deal with them. If you deal with them, you deal with them and done. That's we not we not have arbeit again, Pastor.
Respectful of the host. I am being respectful of the host because the host said he's taking the decision to move on. Even though I'm forcing it, I am being respectful. We're moving on. Okay?
All right. So Mario also said, bro, we talk about the same thing more than 10 minutes and then start it back. Well, we tell you, Mario Russell, you have to bench me because I can't sense a pastor. Yeah, this is the thing, you know, Mario Russell. When me come up on the show, me not talk to no man, me not have no WhatsApp group, me not have nothing. Me have a Discord where me share me things, me not talk to people. Cause me don't even like myself sometimes. So me not really want to talk to nobody. You know? So the man him come and want to talk, loud the man him Russell. If you want to talk, you come on and come talk, make Pastor carve you up. Go ahead, Martin.
You want some quick tip and we miss it. For the under 20, like we're gonna move on and we talk about football. Me really can't me never see the first half. Because me never know say it that stream and team me go up on YouTube, me see them in that show it. Me not tell you like me like the number 3, the tall number 3, even though he make the rash tackle, but if we we analyze the game and we look past the rash tackle because they say them just a come in a system and every people just a warm up and thing, but me like them either play the ball, even though it a go side and side eye back, them not kick it out, JD. Me love what me see in the because for the first 25 minutes in the first half, you know, we are pressure TT based on the video and TT get 2 chances, but we still have pressure and we are bounce the ball and we second more. Me I talk about the second half and me love what me see. Me see Jason Gun either say them could have break the line more. Me see them break it in the second half at least 2-3 times. Me see them break the line and push it on the wing. The left back or the right back will pass it in the middle and me see them do 2-1-2 and make it through. And we never take our chances. So I like what I go on so far. Because I never really look on the score line. I really want to see them a play. If them a kick the ball long. If I just the same Jamaica style. And I see something I build and I hope say.
So you like what you saw yesterday.
Man, and the Molina guy terrible. Or if that you there. On a Friday, I see at least him get called up 1 and 2 times for his senior team. I like how him just confident and love attack.
Molina, like okay. Love the fact that they call that specific name, you know.
Yeah, man.
But it's a funny thing, you know. I will not. Jason, go ahead.
I refrained from calling any name because I thought it was unfair after one game. So I won't get into that. I'm going to wait until the 3 games.
The man them say them like Molina and him a big baller. All right, so I don't know.
Yes. Me see him play already. Him not play for Jamaica already.
Yeah, he played in under 17.
Yeah, man. I'm like him in under 17 and he look like him. I go carry it over in under 20. So me have game where can back up my talk. So who not like it? Me sorry.
Yeah, no,
I'm a
yeah.
line before me say.
You're entitled to say what you say. I'm just explain why I never really go down in a name
Oh,
first.
you okay? Okay.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, but Jason, you can't get everything right. You can't get everything at every time, you know, Jason. You can't make the next man them take the name part, you know. You know, have to take the name part, you know.
No, me no want it. Me no want it. Or else I take it already, you know.
Yeah, but you say, yo, that's how me never go in there. No, well, Martin feel the need, said this man plays so good. I him me a big up, you know. Me man take him, man.
Because he played good in under 17. Bell, everybody that talk about Bell, but that him was a threat in the under 17.
Brother,
yesterday
Martin, me know why them that say them something, Martin. Me know why them that say all them stuff there. This is it's just a strong bias.
I can't go back on the 2 point anyway. That was me.
Wait, look at JD put mic, you know.
All right, let me clear this. Let me clear the comment section because guys, have we reached 100 likes as yet? Mario, I think you are getting hungry in the chat for no reason. I saw your comments them all over the place. Yes, all I'm saying, I said Pastor would have carved you up because Pastor came on his conversation and seems as if you want him to stop talk. But all I'm saying is, you never realized that we never brought up this conversation. This conversation was brought up and continued to fuel by Andrew55 in the chat. So if the comments them talking on the same conversation, what else should we be talking up here about? Jesus? I don't know. What me cannot talk about more than what you guys have put out?
Jesus.
Pastor, me never ask you what we are gonna talk about. Me just say, me ask Mario what me should I talk about because me I try to make sure the chat can depend on the same path as we. So at some point he need to give respect rather than pick. Maybe it touch something of him. Why me want to talk about it? Can me see him text them?
We see the comment. We know
so
why.
me think say that's the reason why. But you can't tell me that Mario Russell. Me show you nothing more than respect every single time. Me not care what side of the fence you depend. But with this attack, you can't bully me for do what you want me to do. Because if me have 5 persons here, me can't cut out Pastor. And if a 10 minutes it costs, me spend 2 minutes on the conversation, me done. Everybody else have to speak. The show is about the comment. No, the show is about me touch a topic and the comment section give me their takes to hit, sir. And you know that, but only time it don't benefit you, that's the only time you have a problem. You get me? I'll show you nothing more than respect, big man, but me after the war. And I said, the pastor that carve you up. And I never said, I am carving up no man. All right?
2024, 2024, remember?
But me not carve up no man. I have never involved in no man carving up. I said pastor would have carved him up with speech. With speech, not carve up the man.
JD, I don't think that you just spoke those words of your own volition. It must have been divine intervention. The Spirit spoke through you. What this young man don't know is that I am agriculturally certified and a very skilled butcher. So I can speak more than words. Very good. Now, to deal with this point with the under 20, you see, I am just moving on, as you said you want to move on. But you're tricking the people now. When you said you're moving on and you go to the under 20, which is the day, the time, the reason for the incident that we were discussing, that you say you want to move on from.
Okay, Pastor.
This must be a trick. So
it's not a trick, Pastor. We are going to move on, and you come back again and try continue the same thing.
No.
Oh my God. Pastor, you just want to talk about the same thing, Pastor, and that is a problem. All right, Pastor. We are move on now, Pastor. We are move on. Let me move, Pastor. We are move on now. We are move on. All right, Pastor. Let me move on now. Pastor, all right, it's unjust, Pastor.
Right,
yes, it's unjust. All right.
I was just questioning.
Pastor, me no want. Pastor,
in the under 20, and you say you're moving on, and you go to the under 20. Should I just allow me to go to the Mikel Antonio thing? Because remember, the incident happened at the under 20 match, half time,
Pastor, just make me run the show, Pastor. Which one are you, the YouTuber? Right. Me or you? Because you look, I can take over the big YouTuber job without getting the big YouTuber position.
So, what is the subject that you want us to move on to? Because it cannot be the other 20.
Pastor, you have a media pass?
So
No,
no, we're not accept that for Mario Russell. We're not
that
accept
is
that for you.
recognized over the world.
We not accept no violence, as you say. Hold on here. As you raise your hand, one in a big head. So I'm me a threaten Mario Russell. I'm me a threaten Mario Russell.
You see
Cause
that?
I'm me alone. Him call big head. I can't. I want so military style too. The man bad me up. So it gone to violence.
JD.
You know what? Let me move on. Pastor. Let me mute the pastor because let me just move on the conversation. Let me just move on. You know, oh God. Okay, your friend Pastor. Oh yeah, I gotta kill it. Oh yeah. Pastor done. Pastor here, done, Pastor. Let me move on. Let me move on to that. I'm not afraid of him, but we can move on. Alright? Yes. Oh Lord God. Alright, so let me talk about the rest of it now. Yes, Mikel Antonio and we have Klopp to talk about. Those are the 2 points. Yes. You guys know that Arsenal couldn't win the Premier League, yeah? And they need divine intervention. So with divine intervention, turning up from nowhere, sent Mr. Klopp with his big teeth, saying that he's going to retire or he's going to leave Liverpool. Not retire, but leave Liverpool. You know? Yes. You think that will give Arsenal and the other teams them a chance with Liverpool being at the top? Arsenal and the other teams them a chance? And the other teams playing in the Premier League another chance? I saw someone already unmute their mic. So let that person starts, you know?
Yeah, so this was some shocking news, you know, to wake up and see this. I think the timing is a bit, I don't know, I'm kind of torn on the timing because some people would say, boy, why would you come out with it now, knowing that you have so much of the season left to play? And then others would say, you know, maybe it's better that you come out and they'll do it on some like, we have to win it for the gaffer, you know? So it's a couple of ways you can look at it, but I don't really think it will have that much effect because of the type of team Liverpool have. I mean, they're a team that have been together a while, professional. They have leaders in the locker room. So I don't really think it's going to affect them so much in this coming season. So I don't think teams around them should think it's some kind of advantage. I think if anything, it might galvanize them a little more. So I don't really think it's going to be an issue for them moving forward for this year. But it will definitely affect them after this year because if it's one thing for sure, Klopp has built that team into a machine, and you know, if they don't get the next selection of coach right, you know, there have been years of my life when Liverpool wasn't in the conversation, and you know, they're gonna have some turnover with some of the leaders, especially with Klopp leaving. Maybe some of them will decide to try a different challenge. So you know, I could see a lot of shake-up happening if they don't get the next.
Based on what I hear, Jason, and based on what I listen to all of the things, I think it might affect, you know, because it don't look like it's by him want to leave fully, you know. I feel like he might give off the story on him sound. It seems like something happened and him just fed up, you know. Yeah, so it give me the vibes there, and with a man happy and him and the man will bring them there. I think it could be them last faith in the club itself and want to leave.
At the same time, JD, again, as I say with the galvanizing point, if it is a case where the leadership of the club, like the hierarchy, like the backroom people, or you know the behind the scenes people, if they have an issue with him, that again will be more ammunition for Klopp in him team talk them to say, listen, I don't even want to leave you guys, you know. I don't even want to leave you guys. I love you guys. I want to win everything. And the players will say, yo, we want to win everything for you. And as I said, if it is a situation where it's the leadership of the club that is kind of forcing him out, then there's going to be an exodus from the club of all the players as well, because they wouldn't want to lose Klopp at this point. Them have more years. They could be winning leagues and winning trophies. So, you know, I think it could have an effect on them after this season, but I don't think it's going to affect them this season, personally.
Biru said it,
I
he
think
heard that it was some health
there's some
issues. I
language.
heard about the health issues as well too. But I honestly believe that you will see him in a different club. And once that happens, you're gonna kill the health issue part. You know? But I heard that he's talking and stuff, and I heard people from Simon Jordan and Talksport saying that he wanted to leave from last year, but maybe he was trying to go out on the top. You know, so it's tied between the health issue, but let's see if he takes another job. Because once he goes into another job, you can't tell me say Liverpool's health is just not good. In Liverpool, it's just not good for the rest of the rest of the place. The rest of the world is okay. You understand me? Yes. So yeah, but good point Jason brought up still. Yeah. Yeah. So a good point Jason brought up. So Pastor, you wanted to jump in, give your take.
I was saying that the language that was used would substantiate the position you have taken, that it might not just be up to his choice to leave, because how they frame the statement is that he no longer feels energized. You don't think that he has the energy to continue. These things speak to more than just a clear-cut situation. And as Jason says, as many negatives as you can point to as a result of his declaration, you can find that many advantages of him doing that declaration at this time. So it could aid in them really separating themselves from the rest of the teams, as well as it next year will not be the same as this year. Based on this decision, I would agree with that 100%. It is going to be totally different.
So
And
based on how it sets up now, Pastor, with him leaving, and they're trying to find every way to ban Man City, you think that they're just setting up a way for make Arsenal win something?
all right, there's one Guna on the stream, so let me say that.
I'm just asking because only Arsenal alone don't in trouble at this point, you know. Just to win the games and win the trophy, you know.
It is not far-fetched to have that opinion. You know, it could be reasoned along that line, but not with so great a level of certainty. But understanding the political arena in which football lives, it would not be unfair if one left with that theory, at least, that they are trying to get Arsenal a trophy. I know a lot of the Gunners would want to tear off my head, but as I told Jamaican Guna, the savior of Arsenal for the next 3 seasons, gonna need to go friend up Omari, Hutchinson.
Oh Lord. all right.
And get to no savior if you can rescue, you know. Other than that, you know, in peril.
All right.
So
So Martin, Jason, look at him, me do want unmute him mic. Him have something to say. Even when in a theme time, you know, him become pastor, all of a sudden you mention about talk because Dubbo did have something to say. And nobody can say no, and Jason want to talk. So make him talk.
No man, make him go on, because to be honest, I agree with Jason, you know. Most likely the health issue, and me I follow based on where me I hear, and maybe some problem at the top as well. And that naturally would I say, yo, my boss, the coach as well, Jason say he would have just motivate the player them and them just try to go feed for that era. So right now the team.
Alright, them take a Martin.
No man, they might see me. They might give 120 right now. So right now the team for fret, but hopefully if him leave, I know say it might be a problem. I might Liverpool going on one stage like when Man U there right now, Chelsea, my team, when you have to just rebuild, because when Klopp gone, might be some player for go move on. Him not gonna work with the new coach, and it can be disastrous. But let's see.
All right. So, Mr. Jason, so where that tries from before, you know?
Yeah, so for me, I don't know why this is becoming like they're doing these things for Arsenal. Um, you don't have to, you can't just invent. Like if Arsenal has been, you know, rejuvenating the squad, get a new manager, changing the style, trying to, implement that style, improving, and we have done it in terms of the letter of the law with the transfers and everything. You know, you can't be upset at us now that other people might have been tiptoeing that same line of the law, and there are accusations and allegations flying around. Arsenal is not the one trying to find these allegations. Man City is not a witch hunt for Man City. Man City has done everything they have done, and it's up to the powers that be to see if they were illegal in doing all those things. But that don't have nothing to do with Arsenal.
Okay. So, but if Klopp leave and Manchester City get banned and you win the title, it's gonna feel the same way? Because I wouldn't believe that, you know.
No, I in fact wouldn't want that to happen. I hear some fans saying, boy, if they do get charged, that mean all the second place teams going to get medals. But I'm not going to have a parade for winning a trophy because people did cheat. I'm not one of those fans. I want to win when everybody's at their best because it means more. It means you went through the harder fight, the harder battle, right? So I'm not one of those fans that will just be rejoicing when all these teams fall off if they do happen to fall off.
Jay in the weather say, as Arsenal now win nothing even if that happen because Chelsea still there. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, you can say anything you want to say. Dre in a final, so Dre have enough talk today.
All
so
right.
It's good,
All right.
But
You don't want to be a champion by default. You want to be a champion with everybody around.
Absolutely, and we'll see in February when the final roll around. How much talk Dre have on the day after the final,
All right. Well, the man make a finals, Arsenal yet to make a finals. So
I take that from them in the finals.
Yeah. And them deserve to go there because them beat the brakes off both of the teams, both Fulham and both Middlesbrough. So they might set up themselves to go at 2 finals. Because I like how them Depa come back at times, and
they have a big match tomorrow. Well, is it tomorrow or today? I think it's tomorrow.
Today all the games are playing. Today or Friday?
Today 27th. Yes, you're right.
Today all the games are playing.
So like how we are talking about it, do you have any predictions for the FA Cup games?
Yeah, let me end on that then. Let me try to pull up the FA Cup games them. The predictions that we have. All right, let me go through them now. The predictions that we have. All right, so
get involved, chat. Let me see one thing.
Mario Russell says Leon Bailey versus Whisper. Well, I will be looking for that later. I will look again to see if he can make the bench or make the starting 11 or something. Yes, I will be looking again. And I'm not going to talk because the last time they said I am the one putting pressure on them, the player, because I said I was watching to see if he's going to make the team. And even when I showed all the information. But anyways, let me continue. We know that Leon Bailey will be playing, so at least one of them will be playing. Yeah. I'm not 100% sure if Leon Bailey will start still, but I know he will be playing at some part. And he had a lot of rest, so I think he should be playing, starting as well. Bristol City Forest. Who you going for in that one? Bristol City Forest.
Boy, tough one. Premier League going up against, I think, a League One. But I think it's going to be one of those days, those FA Cup days. I'm going to say 2-1 to
What?
Bristol City.
Okay, you think that's the game that upset coming in? I thought the upset would have... No, you don't have any other upsets.
I see 2 upsets in this round, but if we get to that game, I will tell you the other one.
Oh, okay. No matter with it. Me even want to hear from you, that because I know you tried because there's no other upset more than one other thing. But it's all right. Let me get the other people in the chat. Pastor, give a fast breakdown as to what you think Bristol versus not Forest will be. Just give a fast answer.
You were listening. I said 2-1 Forest.
2-1 Forest. All right. So Jason, what you said again? Repeat what you said. Let me write it down.
2-1 Bristol. 2-1
Bristol. So Bristol beating Forest today. I am going with Forest winning it. I think the dog in the Forest them will smoke Bristol, you know?
JD, we have one player we play for Bristol. One Jamaican player.
No. No, not
Okay,
again, not
Forest
again.
2-1. 2-1 Forest.
So the Jamaican player would have make them win?
Me think
Oh,
I guess
Lord.
the striker UT they were themselves come for Jamaica. Me like go game on
Morgan Gibbs White out, you know. That's another thing me I pray to.
My boy no come back. When me again from Nigeria. Him no come back as it.
I think him in training, but I don't think him ready yet.
Okay, but them don't need all them big players to beat them. Them play good. Them play good football, man.
We just know that Forest play a lot through Gibbs White, so you know that's the one reason me I give them a puncher's chance for actually get the upset.
Okay. Big up yourself, everyone that came in. Mario, yeah man, you can. Mario, I smoke the pasta. Mario say the pasta. I talk, no for come and talk about my butcher no man and all sort of foolishness. Pastor, you not have answer now. You not have answer now, Pastor. Mario is a game take, you know? Yes. Yeah man, big up everyone that come on, like the video. Hope we are at 100 likes at least, because today it look like the people can't find the like button, you know? But we not pressure them, see me. Anyways, let me move on to the next one. Dubbob, I don't know if Dubbob still up on the stream, but him there here, but me not see Michael unlock and stuff. So it looked like, based on what they're saying, Forest will be winning it. You know, but Jason want to be the one that stands out. So if him get them one miracle result, him come and beat him chess. But anyways, it now happen. So him now no chess to beat. So anyways, let me move to the things them now. So we have Aston Villa versus Chelsea. Because you're going to be shocked to what I'm going to say. So let me hear Jason them go ahead, because me don't want them teeth my talking point, you know? Yes, so go ahead. We'll start with Jason.
Aston Villa versus Chelsea. This should be a good matchup. Aston Villa, I think for me, the one thing that I notice about them this season so far is they don't tend to travel as well as when they play at Villa Park. And if you look at Chelsea's recent form, and how they're playing at Stamford Bridge, I think they win like 7 in a row or something like that. I think that will continue. I think some people saying because Villa is fresh, it might be an advantage. I actually think in a tie like this, it's the opposite.
Yeah.
I think because Chelsea coming off of that 6-0 or 6-1, whatever it was, I think that I don't believe they're going to score 6 again, but I do think that they're going to just come out and overcome everything that Aston Villa bring on the day. So I'm going to go for a 3-2 to Chelsea.
All right, Martin, who you going for?
Yeah, man. You know what? I want Chelsea, me say, you know. There's a point. Step on point, home farm up. We are finding goal and we are take with chances, them JD. Because me agree with you at the start, you know, when the league just start, you know. What biggest problem is that we just never had a finish. We up there with all of the top club, them creating chance. We have the most big missed chance in the EPL. That for sure. So we are create. So we just want to score. That's why I always tell them, and them don't stress on themselves. Arsenal, if Man City fall off and Liverpool, we they a man for no for next season. Don't worry, man. We just want a striker. But for me, based on the farm, I will give the edge to Chelsea, to be honest. I say 2-1. Because one thing we know with Aston Villa, them always find a way for score, but somehow them not find it on the last 2 matches, then when them get few matches where them have. So 2-1 for me, Chelsea.
All right.
For me now, JD.
Yeah.
My brains is saying Chelsea, but my heart is saying Aston Villa. And it seems like Chelsea can beat anybody, and anybody can beat them. So with that said, I'm gonna put it at 1-1.
All right.
And that my result is a 2-all draw. Because of the same factors that were expressed or spoken about. Chelsea is hot at home now, but Aston Villa needs to restart. And just a message to Leon, brethren, when the rubber hits the road, we need to see more than smoke. It's Nations League prep. You have to be ready for March, so show Chelsea the business. 2-all draw.
All right, so yeah, massive respect for me. Jason T for my talking points. I do believe that it's not, but my end result is I think Chelsea is gonna beat the brakes of Aston Villa. That's what I think will happen. I'm going to have 3-1. I think Aston Villa will try to come out and play them. And Chelsea's energy, with their technical ability, I like it. They have created a lot of chances this year. And I think that the players that's playing now are much more clinical than Jackson, you know. Yes, so I think even though you would say that the Cole Palmer missed a lot of chances, but other games he has finished a lot of chances. Raheem Sterling finished a lot of chances as well. So I'd say 3-1. Chelsea win this one, and it might even be worse because if they continue to come forward, they're gonna continue to get slapped down. Chelsea is very, very tough, and they can just turn games into some big 6-loves. All right, yes. They said 4-4 kicking like whisper, so I hope he gets a chance. Wherever. So if him and Washington for them on the field, I hope none of the other guys them don't come back in, and that's harsh to say, but because we want to see him, I hope the other guys them that's coming from injury don't come back so fast, you know. It's sad to say because it's an injury player you're talking about, so it come off a little bit too selfish. But because I know that if they are injured, it helps him to get an opportunity. You understand me? Yes. And I've checked them. I don't see any one of the guys them coming back instant. Don't know if Jason them get any info and players coming back. Yeah, but I don't see any one of the others on the bench and the injury list coming back. So let's see if they're gonna drop on a goalkeeper and call and try to see if they can get Whisper a run on with Washington.
Too soon for Nkunku. None of the top line people out are close enough to be back. So it's another situation like the last cup game.
Okay. So he has a chance, people, to get a game.
He has a chance. He has a chance to at least be on the bench.
Yes. So don't put 2 more goalkeepers. You don't need 4 goalkeepers in a one damn game because you not use them. You understand me? Yes. Yes, so Villa defense line is elite. But Villa defense line is elite what? Yeah. Golden?
So, a 4 keeper in the
No, 3 keepers. 3 keepers. Okay. But me just say, don't put a bag of keeper when you can just put the youth on the bench, you know? So just give him a run out on the bench, you know? Yeah, and if anything, obviously they're going to choose the next one over him first. But you never may know. Because you only have 1 striker aside from Washington. You understand me? So why you wouldn't put 3 a wing forward striker in the conversation as well? So that's what me say still.
Well, no, because I think Chukwemeka and Noni are back, so I think that to me that them are the 2 men them would have take one of the place them we
Yes. So he was the one drop off at the front screen, and Washington stayed, but they still put the 17-year-old there. So people say maybe he was not ready. Them tell how much time with this brother need ready, man. Avengers. You know, every time we not just hear Chelsea say I'm ready, and them say I do good in a training. So we don't want to see the player play, man. A 2 year that now, you know, 2 years. Just remember my statement for the post match. Okay, all right, elite, all right. All right, so everyone give their final point, guys, because I have to run out. I have to make a location at 5. Yes. So thanks everyone that passed through, especially like but go ahead.
Why you run?
No. So you know, just give your next prediction, them Jason. So me not tell it to me. I have limited time. Come just up on the time. So just give them no. Where you want to have a whole argument on me late.
There are 2 other games today. It's just funny that you leave out your team out of this equation.
I have not left out anybody. I just said to Jason, Guna, say final points them. So just give your damn 2 predictions, them no brother. We love war, man. Just give your predictions and we're done.
Sheffield Wednesday and Coventry. So we have a lot of ballers playing in this game.
Yes.
I really upset that it's the same time as the Aston Villa game because I would love to watch both.
So you have 2 TV? You have 2 TV or 2 screens?
When I got there on my bag of screens, I got actually dip on the road. So I really 1 screen I got have to work with. So it got tough. So I have to just watch back the game then later. But for the Sheffield Wednesday Coventry game, Boy, I think Coventry going to have a little too much for them, to be honest. I think the quality in Coventry is a little bit more. Hopefully all our players can get a chance for play. But I do think Coventry going to win this game 2-1.
But Washington doesn't have a number as well in Mirak. Their players came up, Washington and Whisper came up through the first team. But be honest, Washington was a player that they wanted. That's how they paid so much money for him. You understand me? So I'm not saying Whisper is not a player that they wanted, but Whisper was more of a prospect that came into the club. But because we are here watching... No, they're talking about on the screen, on the front screen. But we are telling them that he never came there to be on the front screen. It's because of injuries they put him there, because they said it on Twitter that they brought up Washington and Richards to the first team. So that's why they put him on the front there, because the front is the active players that they can select from. So that's why we are saying that why they still went on to pick other goalkeepers. Is it that one of the two goalkeepers were showing a niggle or something? Hence why you go for that? Yeah, a third one. So if one rush on after 15 minutes, that's what I thought. But we never got any information on it, because I dig deep when I'm looking at these things, but I never got it. Yes, but it's tough. Yes, go ahead, Jason. Go ahead. I agree with you. Coventry played them the other day, and Coventry was the better team, right? So I think the similar thing. But our boy will play good in it, because he was one of the best players on the field in that same game.
His performances are getting a lot more consistent as the season go. Deshaun Bernard. So I'm really proud of how him playing this season. And then for the last game, Tottenham versus City, I think that game is probably going to be a very, very good one to watch. I think Tottenham, as much as I hate to say it, I really like the style of play right now under this manager. I do think at times they are a bit more open than they need to be for my liking, but I guess, you can't do everything well. And they really attack and move the ball very, very well and possess the ball well. So I think it's going to be a good matchup. Two teams that want to play football. But I think on the day, Spurs will overtake them in this match. I think it's going to be a 3-2 victory for Spurs.
All right, and just go straight in. Oh, you said 3-2 victory for Spurs, Manchester City. All right, thank you very much, Mr. Jason. All right, yes. So later, go ahead, the rest of the man. I'm just giving the two prediction, so we'll chop it off. Later, I will come back next time, and don't worry yourself. Don't worry yourself. Yeah, don't worry yourself. Martin, give you two prediction, him.
For me, Spurs 3-1.
Spurs 3-1.
Yeah, man. Spurs 3-1.
How much chance City I miss? 15.
Yeah, City right now. City just they bring a comeback and things might happen.
Tottenham keeper get a 10.
No, that year at JD. Me feel say yeah go drop out of that Copa again. I me feel that.
So Martin, what you say? What going with City, Martin? Me not understand. You know, realize the City. All right, Martin. Pastor, go ahead. Let's give it to you. The one not be. Me line up. Me line up later, All right.
You cannot bring aside JD. I say not the greatest. Sorry, but 3-1.
All right, the man said City and that year. Wow, you have to have a super standard, slap down everybody, And actually, they almost ahead of everybody, And the man them say City and eat this year. Boy, I mean, I know over tell me. You know what, Pastor? Go ahead, but and then double jump in. Boy, people do wicked.
Almost ahead. They say almost ahead.
Yeah, almost ahead. Yes, of course.
I tell you.
So then almost they're the top of the table, and Uno tell me say them not it that year. Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. So Arsenal became it. And them they are at top. Yeah, that me you understand.
Arsenal boy Arsenal.
You know what, let me for go. So me not gonna start the war there, cause me go there so and then me can't reach my place. Pastor, go ahead. And tell a story.
City will win. I think City will win by 2 goals. So if it's not a 3-1 City, it will be a 4-2. Because if as strong as Coventry plays, I am going with my heart on that game, that our Jamaican player going to be big, and so that game going to end in a 2-2 draw.
So hold on. So the other man them on Coventry go small. We have Jamaican on the next side,
He knows.
Hello.
He knows. He said the Jamaican on that specific team, Mr. Jason.
The Jamaican on. Speaking in respect of Bernard, he's going to be very big, and so he will neutralize the others on the other team to the point where he holds them to a 2-all draw.
All right.
And he will get a grade up above 7.5 or about 7.5 for the game.
All right, sir.
All right. Double B, have any predictions? Please just jump it in instant so I can run out. Me have to run out for me, kid.
Yeah. I was with the City and who?
City and Tottenham, and then Coventry and Sheffield. So we have Sheffield with Bolivar Jamaica and Latimer Deer, Palma.
What the home team in the City game?
Tottenham, but surprisingly, yeah, Tottenham. I'm not giving the information. Tottenham.
Well, I go for a drawing and then I play over a City.
Okay, all right. That's not bad. All right,
I'm
so
not educated enough on the other one, so I'll leave it alone.
but I only for Jamaican and I be now one there. The most Jamaicans are gonna be now one there.
But a different thing, not Jamaica thing that. Two them are Jamaican, never say them are going win.
Oh no. Them be on both sides, so me don't know. I think you'd have watched them a little bit more. That's how we'd say. Maybe they watch them a little bit more.
No, you know, some not to watch the lower league, the championship.
Okay. All right, understood. All right, so thanks all of the man who joined the stream. Massive respect. We have a good one. Obviously, Mario, want boss your head, you know. So, the stream was amazing, you know. Yeah. But we have to stand for something away, you know. Yeah, but Pastor, stop threatening people, butchering people, and so we can say Mario was fair in his assessment to want to kill you, you know. So,
I never said I'm going to. We don't butcher people. We butcher animals. No butcher gets a license to kill people.
Pastor, me done, Pastor. You know, have to answer. You know, have to end all conversation. All right? People, take your time. Hit the like button anyway you're out. Share and subscribe. Later to tomorrow, we will be back. All right? Yes, we will be back. All right?
All right, respect.